All right. I wake up again. I think I just slept for about 12 hours. And all the data mining stuff has happened. So I had plans to make a video out of the last stream that was like 4 hours long, going over just Eclipse really and the rotation. I have it all recorded. Bunch of different clips and videos. These are like 10-15 minutes long each. And I was gonna like go through, edit it all down. And now I get to scrap it all. And this is your chance. This is going to be going over data mining stuff. If you don't want spoilers, if you don't want to hear speculation, totally understand. But that's what's going to happen. And then if you're here and this ends up being like another 4-hour long stream and you're wondering, hey, what the hell happened? I'll try at the very end of the stream to recap everything. And I'll try to post a timestamp in the pinned comment so you can just skip to the end of the stream and see what all has happened. So, if you're in for the long haul, you're in to watch the whole thing, depending on how long it is, buckle up and let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, alright, now I gotta find stuff. Oh, Hohead. Glad that didn't come up with a search result. Hohead.com. I can't even. Alright. Spoilers, and more spoilers. I feel like they did a full data mine and then they broke their data mine down. Alright, so here we go. 12 hours ago. Statement on data mining. Wowhead statement. First build, we will attempt to avoid spoilers on new quest text, how to obtain the new runes, how to obtain new profession recipes. We will be posting general information. Okay. New item, boss abilities, new runes and their effects. Huh. Alright. I was curious about the new items anyways because we got teased so many items. And none of them were for Balanced Druid. New models. Is this just like, oh, this is for the shop, dude. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh. Melee kin weapon. Got it. Is this the Mach Gora? Oh, because this was data mined for Era as well. Era and solo self-found servers. So I wonder if the pets are for Era. I haven't watched anybody's breakdown of these spoilers, by the way. So I could sound like a complete idiot because people have already talked about it and discussed it. But again, I just had the longest fucking sleep of my life. Season of Discovery Phase 2. Data mined runes. I did look at something slightly when I just woke up. We got Warrior, Paladin, Hunter. Yo, Druid is always up at the top. Why did it start with Warrior? And they put Druid last. What? That don't make no sense. Super happy, yo. Good morning. Good morning for me. I don't know where you're from, but good morning, bro. Engraved belt. What? So did we had belt and boots before. Belt was Eclipse. So okay, yeah, there we go. We got Eclipse, Berserk, which is bear form. And we got Nourish. I like Nourish. I like the Nourish spell when we got it. But I'm not gonna... Ooh. I don't know. Nourish was sweet. Both... Okay, so Eclipse hasn't changed. 3. Oh, okay. Dude, I'm still waking up. I was like, a 3-second cast for Eclipse? What does that mean? Boots. Dream State? That's Resto, yeah? Wait, you're damaging... No, it's not Resto. Damaging spell crits grants you 50% of your mana regen while casting for 8 seconds. And increased nature damage dealt to the target by 20%. So... what do you think of Eclipse? It's confusing. So I made like a question sheet on it. And then I also had some like what the mana cost of spells in the same little sheet there. So that's what that bottom half is. But will Star Surge benefit from both of the procs? I want Star Surge to benefit from it. If it doesn't, then I don't think I'm gonna like Eclipse as much. I have a feeling Star Surge will benefit. If not, then yikes. Can we downrank to build stacks before the pool? I think that's some like cheese tech, but I like that sort of cheese tech where pre-pool you can downrank Starfire so you're not using as much mana. And build up the procs on a mob. And then go into the fight with full stacks of Eclipse. Can we have stacks of both? That's another question. The proc duration. How long do those procs last after you get them? A lot of people, I don't think Starfire. Yeah, like I'm reading that. What is it? The Dream State one, and we're not gaining any arcane damage. We're only gonna have nature damage increased. Weird. Do the procs add crit as well with the procs? So if you have 2 procs, like you cast a Starfire, do your next 2 Wraths have 6, or does the next Wrath have 60% chance to crit? I don't think that it adds up the crit percentage each proc. I think it just stays flat 30%. But it's still a question that a lot of people have had. What level do we get access to the rune? We get Starfire at level 20. But we get Wrath. We start out with Wrath. And we can have Star Surge at level 1. So if Star Surge benefits from the Eclipse rune, and you can get Eclipse at level 1, can you Wrath, get the procs, and then your Star Surge has 30% extra chance to crit while you're leveling up? That'd be insane. But, or is it going to be like level 25? We can get it right away. Is it going to be level 40 until we get Eclipse? I might find some of that out now. I might be able to, with the data mine stuff, I might be able to dig into it a little bit and see. I might do that first. Star Surge have 60%. Oh yeah, so if Star Surge can benefit from both procs, will Star Surge double dip and have 30% from the Wrath proc, 30% from the Starfire proc, and if you have one of each proc, have a 60% chance to crit and consume both? Or will it only have 30% chance to crit, and then which proc would it consume? When does Wrath's Eclipse proc on spellcast or spell damage? Looked into that a little bit last night, or yesterday. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. Ooh, alright. Where are we at? There we go. When does Wrath's Eclipse proc? Okay, so in Wrath, the Eclipse proc happens on spell damage, not when the spell cast has completed. So when you finish casting a Wrath, Nature's Grace can proc, but Lunar Phase doesn't proc until Wrath actually hits the target. So I would prefer, I think everybody would agree, that the Eclipse should proc when Nature's Grace procs, which is at the end of the spell cast, not when the spell hits the target. So I've got a lot of questions about Eclipse and how it works. And it really depends on how it ends up working, if I'm going to like it or not. But now that we've got this dream state, it's kind of interesting, but yeah, that's it kind of broke my brain right now. So let me see if we can dig into Eclipse at all. It's a weird value. Sounds. Engrave your rune. Hold on. No, not that. Druid. Brother, I don't want that. Okay. Starfire's crap, yeah. Starfire's not looking good. Doesn't do that much damage because it's level 30. Was that you in the Discord posting? I have I couldn't see. I think that was you, wasn't it? When I look, it just says Z ... because I usually have streamer mode enabled. Yeah, I woke up and saw all that stuff. I was like, oh damn. Let me see. Starfire will have wait, where is it? What did you say? Average of 79. I think it should have a 221 average cast, which is a base DPS value of 74. Is that what you were saying? DPS, a median DPS, yeah. You had 79? Oh, so I think what happened. Check this out. Maybe this is what happened. Maybe not. Rank 3. Okay. Did you take 212 and 253 and average that out? 230. And then divide that by 1.5. It's 155. Wait, divided by 3. 232.5 to 2. Divided by 3. 70. No, that's still below what you had. I don't know how you got your number. But it should be 201 to 241, so it should be 221. Spell end game with an add-on. Oh. Ooh. Maybe that included your spell power with it? But yeah, it should be 221 divided by 3. So an average DPS without including crit of 73.6 and without including Nature's Grace. 8%. Is that from like having the extra rune? Oh no. That was a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, cause you made the spreadsheet with like added crit and all that stuff. I gotta catch up with the data mine stuff. We were close though. But yeah, agreed. Starfire's not solid at all. But we're going to want to cast Starfire, I guess, so that we get the Wrath procs. So Wrath has a better chance to crit because it's going to have all the extra damage. So it's like Starfire sucks, but we need to Starfire in order for Wrath to just reign supreme. That's what it's looking like. Alright, and I screwed up. Okay. Sorry. There's just a lot. You posted a lot. Alright, where's it at? I was trying to find the Eclipse thing so that maybe we could look at it a different way other than that other spot. Go. And then there's one more idea I have that worked in phase 1. Alright, chest, gloves, pants. They don't have any of the data mine stuff in here yet. Yikes. Alright, so last time we were able to look up idols. Kind of look at some stuff. That was for Idol of the Heckler. Requires level 28, so there's a new idol. To get Berserk. When activated, this ability causes your Mangle ability to hit up to 3 targets and have no cooldown. So that looks like the idol for Berserk. When activated, this ability has your Mangle. Yep. Engrave your belt with the Berserk rune. Okay. So we can see Idol of the Wild. Robe, Wild Strikes. Okay, taunt 2 or more enemies with challenging roar and kill at least one of them while they are taunted. After 5 kills, use this idol to learn this ability. So there you go. Bears. Have fun. Have fun getting your idol. Doesn't sound too hard. Challenging roar has a pretty long cooldown, I think, though, doesn't it? It's gonna take them a while to complete that. And then this one we've already got, right? Each melee has a 20% chance of granting the attacker an extra attack. Yeah. Keeping rage in bear form, yeah. All the other ones were ones we've already seen. Increases damage of your Wrath spell by up to 2%. That's a new one. Requires level 40. So they're really wanting our Wrath to get boosted. A 10-minute cooldown. It's gonna so it takes an hour. You could maybe just pull a lot of lower level mobs and have 5 mobs attacking you, take off your thorns. Yeah, that's gonna suck. But hey, this looks better than our 5 spirit idol. That requires 52. Energy cost of claw and rake. How about Idol of Wrath? No other info on that, on where it could come from. Usable by Idol of Wrath. Modifies Wrath. Great info there. Until I go to work. Okay. Fuck, I'm jumping on. A low drop. Top rope. Alright. Alright. So we've got Idol of Wrath. I need to make some new notes. Idol of Wrath. Question mark? Idol of Wrath. 2% damage. Level 40. 2% probably equates to a decent amount of spell power, actually, like 20 to 30. If it's base damage, if it just increases the base damage of Wrath, it's gonna be weird to see how all that shit interacts. Like Vengeance and not Vengeance, Dream or Moon Fury is 10% damage, and there's 20% damage, I guess, from the Belt Rune, the Dream State Rune. How all that interacts is yikes. I'll figure out how it does eventually, but probably after the phase goes live. Alright, so I didn't find anything on how to get the runes themselves for the balanced runes, but found a new idol. Alright, so we got Dream State. Hold on a second. Spell Nature Sleep. Feeling alright. Engrave Boots. Temporary. Sounds. Tailoring Armor Kit Buff Sound. I mean, that's just when you learn the spell. It's got those sounds to it. Requires level 1. Eclipse. Eclipse doesn't have anything else with it in regards to how to get it. We got Survival Instincts. 30% of your maximum health for 20 seconds. So instead of having Dream, we could get real tanky for STV. Kind of like how some Druids are going real tank build-ish for Warsong for flag carrying. Mix Survival Instincts with that chest rune. Survival of the Fittest. And we can survive now after each health is lost. Usable in any form. That's good to see. So we can use it in Moonkin form. In addition, you regenerate 5 rage every time you dodge, 10, or 1% of your maximum mana while in any other form. Oh, so are they going to give tree form? Interesting. Efflorescence. This was data mined like before launch. I don't think it had that much information on it, but the word in the icon for efflorescence was data mined. Healing all party members within 15 yards of the Swiftman target's location. Interesting. And oh, so these are a brand new spot, brand new rune spot, and there's no balanced druid or feral druid, like feral cat. Frenzied Regen can now be used in all forms or while not shapeshifted. Convert your active resources into health every second for 10 seconds up to 10 rage, 10 energy, or 5% base mana. Converted per second into up to 10% health. Another, hey, you don't want to die? Choose this rune. I'm also thinking about how all of these runes can be used to help solo stuff at level 60. You know, I mean, at current level, sure, but at 60 as well. We actually are going to be kind of tanky Moonkin boys and girls. But there's only 2 of them data mined. That seems kind of sus. The helm having 3. I don't know if I should just expect us to have 4 of each ever, because there's only 3 boots and there's only 3 belts, so maybe the helm is correct. Bracers, I would imagine they would have 2 more, one for cats specifically and one for balance specifically. But this one, striking with lacerate, swipe, or maul. Striking a target with mangle cat or shred is a 5% chance to reset the cooldown on Tiger's Fury. So that's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Fury procs in Moonkin form because I did not see it would be sad. Wait. Fury procs? Where would that... What is Fury procs? Galewinds is the exact rune that was data mined pre-Phase 1 launch. But now we have an additional bit of information that it's going to be on the helm. No other information there. It would be nice to get this next phase, Phase 2. I was kind of sad when... I was thinking maybe Galewinds was going to be for our boots. Furious Storm Raid. Oh. I saw Furry. The instant. Okay. Nah. I haven't seen that yet. Okay. No, you're good. You're good. Nah. Oh, but there's a potential. I haven't gotten to that part of the data mine yet. Where it's like the spell, like the dungeon drops, where there's spell books. Maybe it's in there somewhere. So this benefits cats more. This goes well with their new Tiger's Fury rune. Their King of the Jungle rune. Damn, I think Farrell's gonna have a blast, bro. And improved bark skin. This is so. There was one thing missing from the improved bark skin. Engrave your helm with the improved bark skin rune. Your bark skin can now be cast on allies. I don't want. Here we go. It no longer penalizes melee combat speed or spell casting time. I didn't even know that it did. I guess it. What did it do? Bark skin. Level 44. Delays cause delays but not instant spells. Take 1 second longer to cast. Oh, that's what it did. It added a second. So it ticked, Hurricane would tick, like if you, the play used to be you Barkskin Hurricane. But Barkskin cost a GCD, I think. I don't think it's off the GCD. So I can just imagine we're going to be at, well no, I'm just going to have the Galewinds rune on. Improved Barkskin could be the healer. This could be the healer rune. So Resto Druids have a pain suppression. But I hope that balanced druids aren't asked to get improved bark skin to run that. Because it should still cost a GCD. And it's just like giving away Innervate. It's like, well, there goes a GCD of my damage. Can be casted while shapeshifted. So yeah, we'll be able to use it in Moonkin form. But I don't like it. Innervate and bark skin, yeah. They just gave us another utility spell when our utility spells are already pretty crazy. But I'm pretty sure this is mainly going to be for your Resto Druid in your raid to run improved bark skin. But wait a second. It lasts 15 seconds and it's on a 1 minute cooldown. Unless it applies a debuff, would raids not want every druid to run improved bark skin and just keep it rolling? It'd be like, yo, Feral, bark skin the tank. Resto, bark skin the tank. Boomkin, bark skin the tank. And as long as you have 4 of them rolling it back to back, you'll have 100% uptime on improved bark skin. Uh-oh. Or do they increase the duration? Does this increase the duration of bark skin? Like, increase the cooldown of bark skin? If not, that sounds pretty sick. 100%, 25% damage decrease. Pog in the chat. Is it 25%? Holy shit, dude. Like, I can't even read tonight. Is it 25? Oh, it's because I already closed out the spell. Bark skin. Oh, 20%. Physical damage taken is reduced by 20%. Yeah. But say it's a single target fight, which a lot of bosses are, the Galewind's rune isn't going to have any value. So then it's going to be, and usually single target fights have, like, slap the tank. What's pain suppression? Because pain suppression has a 2 minute cooldown, so you can't really do the same thing with pain suppression. Mage, shaman, priest. Reduces all damage taken by a friendly target by 40% for 8 seconds. So it's half of a pain suppression. But you stack bark skin and pain suppression? Yike. Or this is for 8 seconds. I was trying to think, I was like, yo, could you just have 2 druids and run the 20% damage reduction for 30 seconds? And you have 2 priests, and then that would be another 16 seconds. Then it'd be a 14-second lapse or something. Damn. Yeah. All right, 3 druids, 2 priests. 3 druids, 2 priests. So there could be a little bit of overlap. So it's not falling off, and then you have like a 0.1 second gap where the tank could just smack. 100%. Stacks, yeah. Yo, tanks are gonna have hella fucking threat and hella fucking survivability. I'm just imagining it in PvP. And then in PvP, if Arathi Basin has 20% damage reduction on that too, dude, like, are we just going to see groups of 15 tanks running around, like, never dying? What the fuck is going on? Alright, topics of conversation. We've got, This is for the end of the video. So the last stream that I did was like 4 hours long, and I was gonna make a video on it, and then all this shit came out. So I gotta take notes. So at the end of this stream, I could just recap everything that I've looked into. Belt rune, eclipse. Go over that. Boot rune. Dream state. Helm rune. I love that all three of those words were 4 letters. That's some good shit right there. Gale winds. Wins! I still did it. Talk about a fat finger hitting you and I at the same time. Might touch on other ones. Improved bark skin. Helm rune. Alright, so this was the first data mine, was the runes, okay. Class tuning. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Druid tuning and overrides. Passive druid. Feline swiftness. Oh, this is the talent. I don't know what the fuck that means. That was our 30% movement speed. Moment of clarity. Lasted 10 minutes. So what is that? Abuse the druid with natural HP. The druid's melee attacks has a chance to causing the clear casting. Yeah, that looks the same. Maybe I'm not looking at these correctly. Enrage. Flat. So it's adding a % modifier to that stuff. But the percentage is unknown? This shit's weird. Then we're going to be a tough raid. I mean, they say it's supposed to be easy content in SOD, but with the insane power and defensiveness of all the runes, how easy is it really going to be? If it's tuned to compensate for all this new shit, then it might be a little difficult, yeah. Decreases the mana cost of Mark of the Wild by 50% and increases its duration by 50%. Deeper Wilds is... We haven't gotten to the spell books yet, but maybe that's what ours is, and that kind of sucks. Mark of the Wild doesn't really cost that much mana. Increases it so it's going to last an hour and a half. Enhanced Restoration. Your rejuve and regrowth can now be active on targets affected by another's... Okay. Name change. Oh, so that has actual change notes on it. Yo, Sarah, I slept for about 12 hours. My sleep schedule is pretty messed up. So I just woke up about an hour ago. And I leave for work in just under 4 hours. So I was like, yo, it's time to stream until I go to work. But, yeah. My sleep schedule the past couple days is screwed up. Lacerate has a change. Nothing. Sunfire change. What? What are you guys doing? This is a little bit more... Alright. Hold on. I've been wanting to know how Sunfire and Star Surge scale, and at least we've got something for Sunfire. I'm gonna use that for later. Save that for later. Sunfire. What's that shit called? That's some weird stuff. Times level plus times level times level. That's some weird. That's that's a weird formula. Oh, but we get revive. Yay. 72% of base mana? Goodness. Not be used in combat? Yeah. 50%? Yeah. Alright, so is there an actual difference between these two? Oh, awards 1 combo point, but there's not a bear form Sunfire on here. All the way up. Yeah, that's some weird data mine stuff. Weird stuff. I'm guessing there's no other Druid stuff or anything behind, like below the spell things. Alright, class tuning, weird. Massive Warlock quality of life. Skillbook data mined. Does this have other shit? Warlocks are receiving a massive... The summoning closet. Oh! I was hoping it was going to be like a curse that gave us extra damage or something. Oh. So for me, I'm a doomer. I've been a big doomer on this phase 2 stuff. Revive is shit. Now we have to spend time rezzing people. Because what do groups always say? Healers don't res, DPS reses. The healers get to move on and continue on with the combat with the tanks and the melee that can't res. Meanwhile, us shaman and druids that are not the healers and we're there to DPS don't get to DPS. We have to sit at the back and revive the people that fucked up and died. This is a big L, dude. Big L. Big fucking L. Just a note for myself for later to remind myself how big of an L that is. Oh my goodness. Stoned as fuck, bro. I've got a story about a guy that was stoned as fuck yesterday. Just don't train it. Yeah. Oh man. That comes from a dungeon? Sorry, I've never done that dungeon. It comes from Uldaman? Oh yeah, sorry dude. I never got the flight path out there. I can't be bothered to go out there and get that. 75% of the mana pool, so we can figure out how much mana that actually is. I've got a little formula here, which I've looked up the cost of Wild Growth, Life Bloom, Sunfire, and Star Surge already. So if you want to see those, they're right there. This is level 40. So we can just add in Revive up there. Now I screwed 25 mana for Star Surge. 854 base mana times point, what was it, 7.5? Or was it 7.8? 72. 72.72 equals fuck ton of mana. That's like 600 something mana. 854 times 0.72. 640. Maybe that one, because it's so close to 615, would round up, but I'm gonna do 614 mana. Manba. And this is Revive. The PvP boomy offhand? I have not yet. I have not. I'm getting there. Getting there. Oh, you just reminded me of the water situation, which I called before SOD launched, that if we're gonna get new gear, we're gonna have more mana, and the water issue was already an issue in Era of how long it took to get full mana. I hope that they add new water and new food. Maybe they have. They could have. Alright, Warlock, Quality of Life books, here we go. See if there's, oh, we got some Druid ones. There's multiple, not just one. Deeper Wilds, decrease the mana cost of Mark of the Wild. Okay, so that's that one. Big fucking L. Okay, new skill books. Deeper Wilds. Revive. Enhanced Restoration. Yo, so no balanced Druid ones? Name change from Everbloom to Enhanced Restoration. Category change from uncategorized to abilities. I guess there's technically no feral ones either. Oh, so this is all the shit from the earlier shit. The last shit. – 20 minutes drinking, yeah. Yeah. Expanded intellect. Decrease the mana cost of arcane intellect. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be even more skill books. Would not take a rune slot. Help address things short. Paladin blessing. Part of manipulating. Yep. I hope there's more. And if maybe there's not going to be more now, but hopefully there's more at level 50 and 60 with the same type of thing. That'd be cool. Total damage done is reduced by 10%. So you get more mana but reduce your damage? What? What? Oh. Enhanced blessing, yeah. Increased fortitude decreases. I don't think 50% is enough. I really don't think 50% is enough. Oh wait, so these are... Increases its duration by 50%, so it only lasts... So it's going to last 45 minutes instead of 30 minutes. I was thinking it was taking it from an hour to an hour and a half. For like Gift of the Wild, but no, this is the 30-minute buff, so it'll be 45 minutes. Okay. They get Shadow Fiend to get some mana? Bro, priests seem fucking P, dude. They're already insane in Warsong. And now they're going to get Pain Suppression. They're going to get Shadow Fiend. Like, they're just never going to run out of mana. They're going to be tanky as fuck. Damn it, dude. This is a priest buff. A huge priest buff for me in PvP. That's all I'm seeing. Warlock. Soul Harvesting. You have a chance every time Drain Soul deals damage to gain an additional Soul Shard. Commanding Shout. Extra, another way that we're going to be even more tanky in raid. Yeah, like, you need to get a priest buddy and hang on to them for the duration of Season of Discovery. 45 minutes would help with PFD right now. A lot of my runs that I'm in are like 35, 40 minutes. So we've got to like rebuff after or at Kelrus. PvP special water. Yeah, yeah. If you could buy some special water with the STV currency, that'd be cool. As long as they didn't make it, you can only drink this in Stranglethorn Vale. Quality of life skill books. Okay, so no good quality of life skill books for us. But I can add this as a quality of life skill book. Oh no. I can just delete this one. I might still put big fucking L on that. Alchemy, okay. Insulating iodine is the reagent. Maybe it's not. Crate of tainted iodine. Mildly, yeah. This needs a crate. So this is a different potion. We just don't know what it is yet. But this potion is pretty sick, dude. Health, mana, and then attack power and spell power. 35 spell power potion. Little 2-minute cooldown, but it's going to reset in combat. 2 mana oils per run. Yeah, feels bad. Potion of fun. Yeah, potion of here, you needed something, here you go. Yeah, water with conditions would suck. Anything with conditions sucks. Like the what is it? What has the condition in phase 1? The helm, the PvP helm, only usable in Warsong Gulch. There's something else like, oh, the weapon oil. You can only use the weapon oil in DFD. I hate that shit, dude. Let me weapon oil my battleground. Let me weapon oil while I level up from 25 to 40 and I'm out there questing and doing dungeons. I fucking hate it, dude. I hope they get rid of that restriction come phase 2. I think this is brand new, like, materials for the epic stuff. Enchant chest. Reflect 9 damage when the bearer is struck in melee. Oh, this is a Thorns enchant? What? And that means we wouldn't take that 9 damage also? So we don't take 9 damage and we give 9 damage to the person attacking us? Maybe this is one of those where it's not actually going to be in the game. Small radiant shard, dream dust, elixir of demon slaying. I wonder if that'll actually be in the game. Enchant. Chest. Retrocutioner? That just sounds so fucking made up. Like they were like, yeah, we're gonna fuck with them. We're gonna fuck with the data mine. Let's put in a new new chest and shit. If you get hit with a 10, you only take 9. And then 9 of that gets hit back to the target, right? So, a rogue auto attack. Let's say a rogue's auto attack did 10 damage. It would only give us 1 damage and it would hit the rogue for 9. That seems sick. Because there's the other chest option is like a +2 stats. Hell yeah, I'm taking this. Alright, enchant weapon, dismantle. Permanently enchant a weapon to do 10 additional points of damage with physical attacks. And up to 25 additional damage with spells. To mechanical creatures, that's it? To mechanical creatures? Why is it called dismantle? Large fangs? Yo, large fang farm right now? New Biz Gold Farm. Large fangs. I gotta keep an eye on that shit. The cost of crafting this stuff. Large fangs. You heard it here first. Maybe. This info's 12 hours old. Enchant weapon. It sucks that it's only mechanical creatures. So we're going to need like multiple weapons. One for Gnomer, so we have spell power against mechanical creatures. And then one for out in the open world when we're not fighting any mechanical creatures. Oof. Weapon. Dude, I can't type weapon. 25. Nah, just dismantle. That's fine. Alright, so they did say that they were going to give us some extra engineering bombs. So the easy throw radiation bomb, cool. Solid blasting powder, mithril, yay, because we needed more items that used mithril. Yes. High yield radiation bomb. Hyper conductive gold wrap. A waste. Engineering waste. Cloth weight. Why does it have to be cloth? Why? We don't need more cloth gear, bro. We need leather gear. 9 stamina. Alright, so we're warlock tanking. Nah, it doesn't have bonus armor. 9 stamina. Improves your chance to get a critical strike with melee and ranged attacks and with spells by 1%. Improves your chance to hit with spells and melee and ranged attacks by 1. So it's double. That looks... Oh, wait. 1 crit, 1 hit. Okay, pull a hyperconductive coin from your belt and flip it. On a roll of heads, you gain 3% increased chance to crit. On a roll of tails, you gain 10% movement speed for the next... Whoa. I don't like it. I don't like it. This belt clinks faintly as you move. I don't like it. Oh, no. Not a 50-50 chance with a 15-minute cooldown. Yo, you want to parse this fight? Oh shit, dude! I got a tails. We gotta wait 15 minutes so I can reflip and get a hedge for my 3% crit. All right, everybody, AFK. Come back in 15 minutes. I got a timer. See you guys in 15. What if multiple people have this and it's like half of the raid? You get 4 people that get heads. They're like, yo, I got the crit. I got the crit. I got the crit. Oh, I got the fucking movement speed. I mean, 1 crit, 1 hit. Possible 4 crit, 1 hit. It is only crit for 30 seconds as well. That seems kind of nutty. That's a... The movement speed would be sweet. I could see you using this in PvP, and you just flip it and swap it. Maybe you have to have this on during the duration, but what if you can just flip the coin, get the proc, switch the belt off, and then you still have the movement or the crit? 0% chance. RNG is my favorite, dude. Soul Vessel traps demon souls and siphons them for power. Oh lord, a shield. What does this do? Increased block chance. Increases your chance to block attacks by 1%. Yay! A successful block. The whirling razor sharp gears on the shield inflict 5 to 10 physical damage to the attacker. and 2 to 10 physical damage to the bearer. The rotating edges on the shield are surprisingly sharp. This seems just as dangerous for the bearer as it is to the attacker. I mean, the first part made me think, yo, are paladins, is this a paladin gold farm shield? But if they're going to be taking damage as well, do they swap this on and then they bubble? So while they're bubbled, they're not going to take the damage, but they'll still inflict the damage to everything that's attacking them. I don't know, I feel like paladins are going to figure out a way to use this to help with like solo farming dungeons for gold. Anytime I hear, like the same thing with that enchant. Anytime I hear damage reflect or like a thorns proc, it's just yikes. Engineering. Okay, so engineering stuff. Meh. Faintly glowing leather. Ooh. Ooh. We get the feral helm. Strength, agility, stamina. That's a lot of those. 1% hit. Inflicts neurological shock. Instantly dealing damage to yourself. What? Also increasing your melee and ranged attack speed by 20% for 10 seconds on a 10-minute cooldown. Yo. The 10-second duration on these things with a 10-minute cooldown, bro, like, they need to fuck off with that. They need shorter cooldown on uses for this crafted gear. Or an extended duration. 10 seconds goes by so fucking fast. Forgot to turn on the oven. They turned it on, but the gas is just leaking out the back. And then they're smelling the fumes. And they're like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. I hate long cooldowns, bro. I need to ask Table Slam, bro. What do you think about the helm? Glowing hyperconductive scale cuff mail. So a shaman helm, the same thing, instantly dealing damage to yourself, but also increasing your spell casting speed by 20%. Why do they want us to? Do they want us to be enchanters? So you just macro the enchanting potion? That's exactly what you're gonna do. You go enchanting. It's not even here, but no, it's alchemy. You go alchemy. You're going to take the damage, but you're also going to heal the damage. 340 to 460 health. Is that not like the same exact shit? This has a higher range, but you're going to burst with it. You're going to have 20% casting speed, and then you're going to have 35 extra spell power. PoE, you don't need to be alchemy. You sure? I knew there was something. There was one alchemy thing that you did need to be. One... Hold on. One of the things said requires alchemy. But yeah, right there it didn't. Screw it, I'm just gonna click it. It was in the original stuff. The original... the announcement stuff. There's been so much shit in here. This one. Oh, it only requires... Wait, this requires enchanting to use. But this one doesn't require alchemy. The requires alchemy 225 confused the fuck out of me. That's right. Yo, Wonder, what's up? Missing the streams because I've been my schedule has been fucked, dude. Enchanting leatherworking is the play. Maybe. If the engineering bombs that they give are BOE as well. So these are crate of tainted iodine solution, minor rejuvenation potion. Minor rejuvenation. I just want to see what the mats are for the. This is like a low level shit. Just that low. Mage Royal and Peace Bloom. Why would it require that? I get the potion is the same, but that's a low ass level alchemy potion. So the price of Mage Royal, we need to farm some Mage Royal and Peace Bloom ASAP. Matt's already jumped 200%. I think I just vendored some shit. I mean, I'm gonna make an herbalist alt now, immediately today, because that shit is in the low level zone. Peace Bloom is ridiculously easy to farm. The Mage Bloom is what's gonna suck. With your cow. I've got multiple cows, but I'm gonna have a new cow for the. It's not a flock of cows. What is it? A herd. A new cow to the herd. The other one isn't that good. Is it this one? Int Spirit. Finally getting to it. Neuroconductive Channeler's Hood. I need to compare this with the cloth one. Because we already saw the cloth one. The tailoring one. Actually, I'm gonna snip this to make it easier to compare side to side. All right. So 11 spirit, we get more armor, naturally, more stamina, more spirit, more intellect. We're looking good so far. One less spell power. Fuck it. Worse. Cloth is better. Gain neuromatic meditation, allowing 100% of your mana regeneration to continue while casting for 20 seconds. So this is just a resto helm. We have no cool on use. Unless this... Nah, that's a male helm. Dude, don't fuck with me like that. Don't fuck with me like that, dude. Do we really not get a crafted helm? Don't tell me this is equal to the cloth helm. It's not. Greasy. What? No boomkin love? Nice. Fuck leatherworking. Maybe there's a better leatherworking helm in the raid. That's all I've got to look up to now. Damn, that makes me mad. Bear meat, blackmouth farm. Dude, I cannot farm bear meat. I tried to farm some bear meat, and that shit never drops. Wild growth a ton. Some will. Male. Oh yeah, dude, the shaman one is beast. Like, I would love that one. Everybody else gets like the coolest fucking cooldown. We get mana regen. Like, they're going too far in on this whole restokin pipeline, and I don't like it. The male one. Oh, this is the same as the plate one. So this is the shaman healer. Well, it's got strength and agility. Remove all. Oh, this is the shaman tank one. All poison and gain immunity to all nature damage. Yeah. Tailoring. That's the neuro-linked one. Okay. Invoker's Cord and Mantle. We've already got those in the game right now. Alright. Was there... I think one of the articles had data mined loot from Nomer. So maybe there's going to be a leather helm that has better stats than the leatherworking helm. To outweigh the proc. Summarizing, yeah. I'm trying to keep like a track. So at the end of the stream, if you want to just go away, come back. Yeah. This is it so far. Topics to cover. Not that much after how long it's been fucking looking through all this. Apparently there are no cloth or leather helms in the raid. What? Maybe there's a PvP helm? Okay, don't shatter my dreams, bro. I'm already being a doomer about phase 2. I'm trying to be positive when I can. It's not working. Leatherworking helm. Shit. Tailorings. Better. Rip. Okay. Alright. Phase 2's dead? Yeah, dude. Looks like I'm taking a break for phase 2, coming back for phase 3. Fingers crossed for a better phase 3. Alright, new profession items. Blizzard developer on data mining. Yeah. Nomergon raid loot. Here we go. Perfect. Two-handed weapons. Holy fuck. Just glancing over this. Fuck. Defibrillate on a staff. Hell yeah. Healing and spells. And arcane. Why? This is the one time we get extra arcane damage. Yo, at least can we justify? Yo, this is a boomkin staff. Fuck. Well, arcane mages too. Can shamans can't staff, can they? Tailor. Well, the on use for tailoring is better. That's like the 10-minute cooldown is better. Is what I was talking about. Healing only. Healing increases healing. I swore. See, I'm still waking up, dude. I gotta wake up. Wake up. I swore I saw spells. Healing done by spells and effects by up to 30. Oh, fuck. This is back to the Restokin. No! Not a Restokin staff! I take it all back! No, this arcane mages, they can have it. Allows underwater breathing. Yay! Is that really the only new... Well, the only new data mine staff. Maybe there's more. But that's 2 epics. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. 11, 12, 13. Yo, there's a lot more epics. Maybe we go main hand, off hand. Main hand. Oh, there's a staff. Not an epic staff, but there's a staff. Spell hit and 20 damage. I mean, this defibrillating staff, hear me out. This is a PvP staff. We wild growth, we get some extra heals from wild growth, and then we get a boost to Star Surge. Resto Druid staff healing, yeah. Minus 45 resistance. What are you? Minus 45 resistance? Are you ahead of me? Still waking up? Yeah, dude. I've been up for about an hour and a half, I guess. My nose has not stopped running. Like, while I was hiking yesterday, my nose would just non-stop. Yeah, mages are getting all the love. I guess not enough people played Mage Healer in Phase 1. They're like, how can we entice more people to play Healer Mage? We want mages to be... Yo, that's... Holy shit. Is that not a mage farming staff too? Arcane damage for Arcane Explosion and heals? Stamina in... brother. Check the fist weapon if you didn't. I read check the fist weapon if you didn't as check the fist weapon, you idiot. I was like, what? Fist weapon's huge. Can I link this? So staff looks decent. Automatic crowd pummeler, we've already seen that. Staff of the Evil Genius. Raid loot. Two-handed staff. Staff of the Evil GNIUS. So it's a little bit less. Actually, 4 stam, 4 int. This probably hasn't been. This has to change. There's no shot a two-handed staff has 4 stam, 4 int. The haft is etched with a name, Insidious. Any spell powers? Poop stat. Yeah, like that's ridiculous. That's an insult, dude. Never mind. Like no, I would keep my main hand offhand from Nomer over that. Like fuck the 1% hit. I guess I'll still have to mention it and be like, yo, it's shit. I feel like every comment on here is gonna be like, it's shit. I'm dooming so fucking hard, dude. Main hand. Here we go. Main hands. Okay, I got to the main hands. Sorry, you guys scrolled down fast. Fast. Dude, I don't want to... Oh. Damage and... There you go. 1.2 speed. 7 stam 4 int. 19 spell power. There's the Biss. There's the Meleekin. Glimmering Gizmo Blade. And it has armor. They're gonna prio this to Warlocks for the armor. The Iron Man guild runs selling the staff. Yeah. Fist weapon. Where's the fist? This one. This also has poop stats. They have to. The stats must have just been placeholders. Discharge a blast of arcane energy, dealing 40 arcane damage, reducing all resistances by 45, and increasing all spell damage taken by 6% for 5 minutes. What? .6 speed, but someone's going to be required to get this. The shaman. They're going to have to boost those stats though. For sure, they're gonna have to add like a 1 on top of these. They didn't hit the one. The one key was not working that day on whoever's keyboard it was putting the stats in. Epic fist. Huge debuff. I hope that's requires level 45. Maybe that's just because the item level is 45. So who would use this for the Alliance? They make a warrior use this? A rogue? It's got strength. Rogue's Bis main hand. Rogue? But having it last for 5 minutes is sick, dude. Hopefully it's got a big proc, because if like 30 seconds into the fight this finally procs, then rip. Parse run, I can see parse runs right now. This doesn't proc in the first 5 seconds. They just wipe it up, reset. Or, I guess, whoever's using it can just get it to proc and then weapon swap it off if it's not Bis. If it stacks. Yo, I hope it does. No PTR. Guaranteed this is going to stack. The spell damage taken is just going to be like 6%, 12%, 18%, 24%. Oh, God. Please. Fist offhand to go with it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that. I like that. Spell damage taken by 8%. Was it 6%? I already forgot. 6%. 6% damage. Alright. Here we go, Wander. Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole? Big fucking rabbit hole theory crafting question coming up. Get your thinking caps on. Tell me I'm immediately wrong right away. I'm just gonna have both of these on the screen. Unless the buff goes off. I think back in Classic, you would pop your Crowd Pummeler and then weapon swap, right? I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Can you not pop your on-use automatic Crowd Pummeler, get the 50% increased attack speed for 30 seconds, and then swap to this, and it's all of a sudden a 1.3 second cast, and we melee kin with it? And what if the arcane damage scales with our spell power? And then after the 30 seconds falls off, then surely that's going to be applied, and then we switch to our third weapon? That's a lot of DPS, bro. Because if you swap off the automatic Crowd Pummeler, that goes away. Is that right? No, 1.2 speed, yeah. If you keep the buff, yeah. 2 autos per GCD. If you give 50% to dagger. Oh, this one? Alright, hear me out. We automatic Crowd Pummeler. We pop it. We switch to this, apply the debuff, and then we switch to the dagger. Yeah, it's perfect. And then we have the PvP offhand. Yeah. Yo, this is crazy, dude. We need prio on all this. Someone else can rock the debuff, but I mean, look at the DPS on that thing, and it's gonna give strength. And we're gonna get the proc. The proc is what's huge, dude. I'm feeling like this. I don't know. We'd have to see the logs. 3 weapons to DPS, yeah. Mandatory. We can't parse, we can't do anything until we have automatic Crowd Pummeler. Fuck the ferals. We've got the fist weapon. People might not really want the fist weapon. That's going to be something that people are going to be like, oh, yeah, we're giving this to somebody. Oh, it's an epic. You're not excited that you get the Arcano Shredder? It's purple pixels, bro. Here you go. Yeah, we need a weak aura for this. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but Epic Fist. Spell power dagger. 1.2 speed. 19 spell power. So the one now has what, 12? An extra 7. Discharge a mote of thunder, dealing 25 to 35 nature damage. A sword. One-handed sword. Rip. We can't see if that scales for nature damage. Increases healing done by spells and effects by up to 20. That's pretty meh. Pretty lackluster. Deals 30 nature damage every 5 seconds to an enemy in an 8-yard radius around the caster for 15 seconds. Dagger. Possible if that scale, like, since they're new did we get a new item? We had the one new item and it didn't scale with the spell power. I kind of wish that those procs did scale. That'd be fucking sweet. And then in the middle of all of that weapon swapping and doing all that fun, cool stuff, they're gonna be like, can you off heal? Can you wild growth? Brother, I'm fucking stabbing the boss. I'm applying debuffs. I'm meleeing. I can't heal right now. Fuck you. Offhands, punctures target's armor, lowering it by 160. Chance on hit. Increased defense by +4. Oh, tanky as fuck. Mechanostrider muffler. Nice. Nice. Offhands. This one was already data mined. The Necronomicon. Increases healing. Chance to hit disarm target's weapon for 5 seconds. So if we meleekin in PvP, if a rogue is sitting on us, oh, that's an axe. I thought it was an offhand, like a offhand, held in offhand. Raid loot. But yeah, this one, it's unless they boost the stats to these as well. I feel like these are going to at least double. 6 shadow resist and 4 int, 4 spirit. But there's a 12 spell powered offhand from Scarlet Monastery, and it has 0 other stats besides this. So this is like the slightest upgrade from like pre-raid this. I've got a feeling that this is going to drop from like the first boss or the second boss. A spell power offhand. Ranged. Wands. Accessory slots. Trinket. Oh, next. Damage. And healing by 9. 9, okay. What is it called? Piston pendant? We wear a piston around our neck? Spell power neck. Cloaks reduces fall speed, increases your chance to hit with spells and melee and ranged attacks. Strength increases damage. Okay. So before, I think the option was arcane or nature still for our cloak. Discharge a couple motes of thunder in your day. Holy shit, bro. I'm about to spit out my fucking drink. 14 arcane or nature, or we get the 9 spell power. So this will be a little bit better than that. And a little stamina, a little intellect. Okay. I'm happy with the cloak. Spell power cloak. Recap on the runes. I was gonna do it at the end, Nest. I could do a quick TLDR though. I don't care about you asking for. Oh my gosh. Oh, STV shit? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't got to the STV stuff yet. I want to. I want to. Runes. Eclipse rune. I still got to look into how Eclipse and Dream State are going to interact. Dream State seems interesting. It seems weird that Starfire's not really getting boosted, that we only going to Starfire to boost Wrath. Like, Wrath seems like it's going to be pretty insane damage-wise. But Starfire is just... It's going to feel bad to cast Starfire, but it's going to make casting Wrath feel better. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Wait a second. Wait. Now I gotta look at the shit again. You know? I gotta look at the shit again. It's all the way at the bottom. Dude, they need to bring Druid to the top. Are they... this is... Hold on. Did they align this due to, like, the damage that we're gonna have? Oh, I gotta sneeze. I blew the... Can you see it right there? There's a little white line. That's, like, the edge of the green screen. When I sneezed, I blew the green screen, and now there's a white line. That's gonna bug the fuck out of me. Is it gonna bug the fuck out of you guys? Can I leave it there? I can't leave it there. It's I can... And it's gone. No, it's not gone. I did the wrong thing. I didn't do the right thing. It's Alt. Fuck. I'm controlling, not alting. Is it Alt? It's Alt. Oh, it's still there. It's pixely. There's like 4 pixels. Got it. Whew. Whew. That was close. Close call there. Belt and feet. It could be belt, feet, and helm and bracers. There's 4 different slots. 2 additional slots data mined. Bracers and helm. But yeah, like, is this gonna be the DPS, the overall DPS? The paladins are gonna climb up to second on DPS. Rep Pally's gonna be second. Huge. Hunters top 3, and then rogues. Rogues are gonna be upset about that. Yo, Shadow Priests are taking the fuck off. There's no way Mage and Warlock would be this low, just above the Druid. For phase 2, I don't know. They data mined new rune slots. We've got the Galewind's rune, which I hope we get Galewind's rune. The Bracer one, though, there's only 2 Bracers. Seems kind of sus. So maybe Bracers will be the level 50 rune. What is this? Dream State. Your damaging spell critical strikes grants you 50% of your mana regen while casting for 8 seconds and increase nature damage dealt to the target by 20%. Yeah, so... I was trying to think about using this into... I mean, the main target... Yo... Could be cool if there's a boss fight where you're nuking the boss, you're single targeting the boss, you get your Dream State proc, and then the boss summons adds, and then you Hurricane. So then the boss is taking an additional 20% of the Hurricane's damage on top of the Gale Wind's damage. The adds will take normal damage, but the boss will be taking more nature damage from Hurricane. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds kind of cool. To see one number bigger than the other numbers in the AoE pack, and knowing that it's the boss, that'd be cool. Because Hurricane can't crit. What were the other runes? There was no Bracer rune for Balanced Druid. But possible Gale Winds, possible Dream State. Dream State with the boots, pretty sure that's going to be in there, because belt and boots they announced. So Dream State rune probably going to be there. Damage spell crits grants you 50%. Yeah, so a little bit of mana regen. The nature damage. Yeah. So we're going to want... Yeah, like that. It really makes you want to do Eclipse kind of properly. You're going to want to have a Starfire with the extra 30% chance to crit, so that when the Starfire crits... Oh, it doesn't even have to crit. Never mind. Doesn't even have to. But you're still going to want a Starfire to get the 2 Wrath procs. Both of those Wrath procs are going to have 20% extra damage. Buffed on a debuff. I probably said the wrong thing. All nature damage, yeah. Well, that... No, wait. This sounds like a debuff. Alright, rings. Resistances. It's a buff. Dream state. Why would we get a buff that increases our nature damage taken by 20%? If it said increases nature damage given by 20%, then I would agree that it's a buff. I think it's just labeled a buff, but it's really, like, it's a buff on the target. Maybe I still haven't woken up yet. Do I need to slap? My head is a little warm. I might be coming down with something. I might have to stay home. I might have to call out of work. Agree to disagree, Nest. Agree to disagree. Why would they give us Arcane and Nature Resist? Question. 8 damage. I don't think we'll need this ring, because we're going to have... I don't think I still have 60 upgrades. The PvP rings. This one. I don't know why it's labeled mana. Oh no, it's not even this one. It is this one. Mana. I clicked mana. The PvP ring, so that's 1 extra spell power from the Signet. And the PvP ring. So there's a level 28 PvP ring with 7 spell power. This one has 8. And this one has some stamina. And I'm feeling alright. Healing. So we got a damage with 11 and 4 MP5 for intellect. Unique equipped. Where is it? So spell power ring times 2. Trinkets. I love me a good trinket. Make target ally immune to snare and immobilizing effects for the next 5 seconds. Also removes existing snare and immobilizing effects. 30-minute cooldown. Holy. Well, this one's 30 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute. God. Oh, the attack chicken. Yeah. This one I saw in the background. I saw the name of this one in their announcement thing. Their announcement post. You could see the title of this one. I think you could see the title of all of these in the background. But these are 3 new ones because we saw these 3. Nature resist. Alright, increases attack speed by 5%. You may be able to push this experiment further. Frost resist, nice. Fire resist, increase. Well, they're just picking random resistances to throw on these. Nature, frost, fire, arcane. Just throw something else on there. People will like it. It's another stat. Anybody can be a warlock now. Randomly channels between 1 and 150 health into between 1 and 150 mana every 1 second for 10 seconds on a 30-minute cooldown. 12 spell power though. So might want this and just maybe we have the on use if we're not taking damage and we run out of mana. Trinket. Cloth armor. Oh, we gotta compare the cloth with the fucking leather, dude. Ugh. I hate that my arm's cut off. But my head really is a little warm. It does it to it. I don't like it. Hyperconductive robe. So we've seen this one. Irradiated robe. -5 stamina. Improves your chance. Yep. Increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by 11. Nature resist. Minus stamina, -5 strength. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? 23. Ooh. Yo, Steven, what's up, bro? Jesus. The oohs scare the fuck out of me every time, but I like it. It gets my attention. This is chest. And then this was chest. 18 and 23. And that has 1% chance to hit. I'm getting ahead of myself. 18 healing, no. 9 damage. Gloves, warlock gloves. 9 damage. Armor. Hit and damage belt. Huge fucking belt. Legs. Pantaloons. I love the word pantaloons. -5 stamina. Okay, that's that one. 16 spell power. Yo, they're giving a lot of nature resist. But a lot of minus stamina. Okay, I was like, if casters like a mage gets this full set and they've got all this nature resist and then they go PvP with it, they'd be sacrificing a lot of stamina. That's 20 stamina on just 2 pieces. 2 of the 3 set. I don't think they would sacrifice that for PvP. 16. Okay. Boots. Minus 30 stamina. What? That sounds so weird. And then it's a minus 35 stamina for the set. Are they trolling? Do they want healers to just die? Or have to use defensives on themselves? 1% chance to hit. Or is that's cast like, is that just mage like attack? Not mage healer? I mean, it would be heals too, I guess. Fuck. It's a weird set. Acidic walkers, nice. Increases healing, so no new currently. Data mined. Balanced druid leather shoulders, no surprise there. 19 damage on that. We don't get a plus 1% hit from our 2 set. At this point, I feel like they're intentionally leaving out all of the balanced druid stuff. Maybe the data mine skipped a beat and didn't pick up the other 2 set bonus. This is the only one. The balanced druid one is the only one without a second 2 set bonus. It's not in this one either. Damage done by arcane spells. Hit. Wait. Increases the critical hit chance of Wrath and Starfire by 2%. But this is arcane damage? Dude. This makes no fucking sense. Zero fucking sense. I gotta figure out all the stats. We gotta compare the stats. The cloth set versus leather set. So we got cloth. Cloth first. What do we gain from the cloth set? I'm good and I've never 45 armor. I'm gonna include the armor in there too. Fuck it. -5 agi. -10 Sam. +12 int. +11 spirit. 1% hit. 11 spell power. That's the boots. Oh, well, then there's this one too. I still think like the hyperconductive walkers might be. There's 3 fucking sets, dude. Cloth 1 and cloth 2. Cloth 1. Cloth 2. $45 armor. This doesn't have bonus armor though. On the boots. The other pieces I thought had bonus armor. +9 stam. +12 int. +9 spell power. Alright, this one is the irradiated trousers. I guess I could just change this to irradiated. Irradiated. My math is 102 armor. -10 agility now. -20 stamina. 10 more intellect. 13 more spirit is 24. Yo, huge nature resist +10 NR. 16 extra spell power is 27. And then we're also going to throw in some magical 4 MP at 5. Alright, the other cloth set. Hyperconductive. Hypercon. That sounds a lot better than hyperconductive. Same thing, another 57 armor, so 102. 9 more stamina, we're up to 18. Hell yeah, 24 int. Some spirit this time, 11 spirit, and 13 spell power is 22 total. Hyperconductive? Okay. Belt. Where's the top one? Chest. Irradiated chest. 65 armor, so we're up to 167. -5 strength this time instead of agility. Okay. -10 more stamina. Hell yeah. -30. Gotcha. Intellect 9. We're at 31. 10 spirit. 34. 10 more nature resist. Cool. Another chance to hit. Oh wait, that's a crit. Let me make sure the other one was a crit. I think it was the boots. Chance to hit. Okay. And this is chance to crit. By 1%. 1% hit, 1% crit. And then 23 spell power. So we're at 50? Hypercon? I really love Hypercon. 247. Armor. Plus 10 more stam. 7 int is 31. 8 spirit. Plus 19. And then 18 spell power, so we're at 40. And then we've got the set bonuses. One % hit, 100 armor, and then chance on spellcast to increase spell power by 40 for 10 secs. Oh, it's got the proc chance on there too. Proc chance 10%. Hell, damn! Alright, this one was minus 5 more stamina. Chance to get a critical strike with melee range attacks and spells by 1%, so 2% crit. Increases damage and healing done by magical spells by 11. 61. Okay. Now the leather set. Insulated apron. I want to put the leather one over here. Insulated. 134 or more. 7 int. 7 int. Plus 7 spirit. 19 spell power. %1 hit. The H isn't capitalized. Alright, apron. Oh, we got some leather bracers. Nice. Hit and 9. I gotta compare the bracers in the meantime. 1% hit, 9 spell power compared to the cloth bracers. I know there was cloth bracers. There they are. 9. And it's got some stats. And some MP5. So the 1% hit. Cool. I think that's a good thing. Leather gloves, chance to hit. Attack power, melee gloves, belt. Damage done by nature spells. By up to 19. Horde of Deep Earth. Or we would have the Star Belt for 13 spell power. Do we want 13 spell power or do we want 19 nature with some additional stats? Ooh. Ooh. We want to have Wrath nuke. Last cares come back? Oh shit, dude. I don't think the chat has updated in a while. I think it just finally fucking updated. The chat does that sometimes. Holy shit. I was not ignoring you guys, I promise. It was showing like... right here. It was showing it's a buff for the longest time. Proc Dream State, you want to get Wrath stacks ASAP. AFAP. It's damage taken. Never mind, I'm out. Misread. Haha. Suck it, Nest. Boss debuff, probably personal too. Yeah, stop judging. Yeah. I can't go to work. I felt sick watching Phase 2. Yeah. That's gonna be my excuse note when I go back to work on Thursday. The whole stack crit is clear at this point, though. 80 upgrades, update fast. What? Leather, yeah, shit. God damn it. Any idea how much hit we're going to need? 5, I think? Is it 5? Or was it... It was 3 for Phase 1. I think it was 3. We could have gotten 5, but we only needed 3. Not convinced about the sets. I'm still not either. Right now, though, I think I'm leaning towards cloth set. But which cloth set? Mages can't solo dungeons in Raid Bis. I like that. Have you not seen the 3 set bonus, though? Yeah. Sorry. Going to excel that. Okay. Sure. Yeah, my notepad shit is always crazy. Right, the WoW hit. Oh, that's where the last cares. Okay. Shanty? I think I trust Shanty. Asked Shanty and they were like, nah, I'm doing Kata. Oh. Anyone is doing Sod Balance right now, even though I offered. Okay. Minus 35 stamina STV, no way. Yeah, so they're going to need like a PvP set as well. Alright, hopefully the chat has caught up. Sorry about that. Fucking YouTube. Alright, where's the cloth set versus leather? I think... Oh, shit. Where the fuck was I? I should not have done that. I think this was all from whatever the top piece was, and I need to add the leg. This was all chest. Arcane spell. This is... Dude. Keep away from fire. Minus 10 fire resistance. Petrol spill pants. Alright. This don't make no damn sense, dude. 117. I can't do that in my head right now. 117 plus 134. 251. Int. We get another 10. Easy. Spirit 9. Stamina. Wait. The other ones didn't have stamina? No stam on chest? Okay. Okay. 8 stam. Oh no. Stam's just going to be down here. Plus 8 stam. 19 arcane. 3 MP5. Seems so fucking weird. I think it says increase arcane dam 19. Alright, and the boots. Insulated galoshes. And this one's only nature. Why? 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 This is gonna give me a headache, dude. 9? What? 860? What? 92 plus 251 plus 92. 343. Intellect, another 9 is 26. Spirit is 7 is 24? No, 23. $16 in nature damage. Nature. Okay, then we get the set bonuses. Increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 16. 16 spell power. Yo. Okay, 16. I should be able to do this in my head. 35? Critical chance of Wrath and Starfire by 2%. But it's only those two spells, so like I'll read. Do they not want us to dot anymore? Plus 2% Wrath / Starfire. Right. Let me do a poll. Which set would you guys choose? Start a poll. Which tier set would you choose? Then I've got irradiated. I don't think I spelled that right. Maybe I added an A. Irradiated. We've got Hypercon. And then we've got insulated. So leather. Cloth. Start poll. Too soon? No. You must make your decision right now on which set you plan on getting. I would. Can we just say it's plus 3 arcane and then plus another 16 spell power? Because this 35 spell power, the lowest spell power, this set has 61. This has 2% crit, 1% hit. A lot of spirit, a lot of intellect. This has more spirit, more intellect. Oh wait, that's 2%. 2%. The Hypercon has a sick ass fucking proc, but low spell power, only 1% hit. I'm leaning towards irradiated myself. This is 2% crit for everything. I'm going irradiated, guys. And gals. Stat weight's no fucking idea. But just comparing it. 61 spell power. I love spell power instead of plus arcane and plus nature. That's a bunch of bullshit. The biggest thing here, look at that difference. 1 extra MP5? Dude. Crit is less valuable than spell power. Maybe. But this is 2% overall crit. This is 2% to only Wrath and Starfire. I would... Yeah. Irradiated, I think, is better, dude. Get rid of the stats that don't matter. You want to... Get rid of the armor. I'll get rid of the armor. Get rid of the agility. Get rid of the strength. Get rid of the stam. Get rid of the nature resist. Get rid of the MP5. Stam. 61 spell power. 1% hit. I got the spirit on there twice. Did I fuck that up? %2 crit. What the fuck? %2. Oh, I hit the fucking thing that like overrides. Fuck me. 2% crit. What's the plus over there for? The plus 2% wrath? Fuck. What is it? Insert? Plus 19 arcane. No, I didn't want that there. I wanted that there. Want that there. 2% wrath and all that shit. So we're comparing that shit. Don't give a fuck about that shit. So this is plus 5 int. Plus 11 spirit. 26 spell power. Same hit. This is 2% additional crit on Moonfire, Star Surge, and Moonfire, Sunfire, Star Surge. I'm irritated, bro. Easier to compare, yeah. And then this one, 1% hit, but this has 0 crit. The spell power proc. You have a 10% chance to keep it rolling, like an additional 40 spell power, 80 spell power, but 0 crit. Like, so Hypercon, if it was Hypercon versus Insulated, it might be a little bit tougher. But I think it's Irradiated, Insulated, Hypercon. Unfortunately. Can we convince our raid group, our guild group, to be able to roll on Irradiated? Hypercon, maybe in short fights with RNG. Make it a 15% pro. I mean, this is less. Put it in perspective a little bit. This is less % chance of proc than our Fury of the Storm Rage proc. Which sometimes Fury of Storm Rage proc, like, re-procs while it's already up. With 12% chance. And then sometimes you can cast for 20, 30 seconds and it doesn't proc. Yeah, 0 crit on this set is the weird one. Does this outweigh the lack of spell power and lack of crit? 40 spell power. Ooh, I mean, it'd be a really tough decision if it was Insulated versus Hypercon. But Irradiated still looking a little better. Mm-hmm. 19 spell power. Drop us tokens. True. Big fucking true, Sam. Big fucking true. Oh, shit. That was one change that I didn't like, by the way. So I blocked that change out because I don't like the token system. But now maybe I'm on board with the token system because I can get the cloth set that I wouldn't normally be able to roll on if it was the actual pieces. Fuck. Damn it. I wanted to hate the token system. All right. That was a lot. That was a lot right there. Now we got to compare the other stuff. So the wrist, I think we're better because we get 1% chance to hit. We don't have the other stats, the int spirit, whatever that was on there. I think there was maybe a little bit of MP5 on the cloth ones. Spell power, I want to say, was exactly the same at 9 spell power, but we get our 1% chance to hit on the bracers. Alright. Spell power, leather, bracers. %1 hit. As well. Alright, leather gloves, that's strength agility, so no idea on leather caster gloves. Belt. Nature damage belt. Seems kinda sus. Spell power leather belt plus nature seems sus. Male armor, don't give a fuck about no male armor. Male legs. Plate shit, yeah, boots, okay. That's all the gear. What else do we got? Raid loot. New item sets from Nomergon, so they just separated the sets. Let me just make sure. Irritated, yeah. Set bonuses, okay. Spell down by 16. I still like that. Alright, Blood Moon PvP rewards. Here we go. PvP loot. I'm stoked to see some PvP loot. Druid Blood Harvest items. What? Have a choice of a Nature Arcane spell power offhand, a Feral attack power two-handed mace, or a healing trinket. That's it. So 16 spell power basically, yeah? But we just don't get the healing from it because it's specifically arcane and nature. So the offhand won't buff our wild growth. And it's 0 stamina. It's a PvP. How is it a PvP piece with 0 stamina? I understand. Let me back up. These stats might not be final. They could change. But I thought that it was going to change. Like, this is the same thing with the helm, the Warsong helm. It was like the 5% damage and crit reduction with 0 stats. 0 stamina. Like, I want some stamina, bro. For PvP? Alright, my stamina rant is over. PvP loots. Plus... offhand plus 16 arcane / nature, and then the other one was plus 12 spell power. Let me back it up. Just back it up. Just back it up slow. Just back it up. Just back it up. Back it up. He's gonna back it up. 14. Damn. Also no stamina. But this would also increase our healing. And give us shadow and this is not even an epic. I'm not convinced that the epic is better than this. They're pretty even, and if we're off healing, which I don't know about you guys, but in PvP I tend to heal myself. the more I'm thinking about it, the Necronomicon is better than the epic PvP offhand. Alright, how's the poll looking? Everybody's going for leather, huh? Okay, 5 votes. So three leather, 1 for each cloth. Got it. That staff might be best for PvP, the epic one, compared... We have to look at the main hand, so that's another comparison, yeah? We're gonna go main hand, offhand versus staff. So offhand has 14. Oh, spell. How did I do it with the other one? Spell power 14. 2 int, 2 spirit. Plus 2 int. Fuck. Forever. Versus the BFD staff. I forget what. I didn't like this staff. Oh, because this is healing and yeah, fuck. We gotta verse the the 26 actual damage. Increases healing to 11 stamina. Dude, BFD staff might still win. Coffee. That's why I've got my monster. I just finished my monster. Onto a water. Hydrate check. Oh! Chair just cracked. Chair cracked. My back needs to crack. Oh, posture check. Hydrate check. All the things. I might need to get up, stretch my legs. Oh! Gotta get the little crystal light packet. It's backwards, isn't it? Wild strawberry. Yeah. A little caffeine infused. It's my shit. I can drink when I hike, I can drink just water straight. But if I'm not hiking and doing physical activity, it's got to have a little flavor pack in it. But water after working out or while hiking just hits different. I can drink that shit straight. It's fine. I don't know if I want to even compare all of this shit, dude. I kind of just want to see what the main hand offhand gives together. So that's 19 spell power. $19 plus 14. 33 spell power, bro? And it's got armor? Oh. 7 stam. Plus 7 stam. Plus 4 more int is only 6. That's some abysmal little stats there, but 70 armor, bro? You can't count out 70 armor. Alright, that versus main hand offhand versus the staff. So we're losing 4 stam. A good chunk of intellect. 8 int. 13 spirit. We've got 33 spell power. Only 26 arcane, 0 nature. Which I cast a lot of wraths. So wrath is going to have 0 value with the staff. Like 0 bonus damage. But Star Surge. And then extra healing with wild growth. I feel like it might be a main hand, offhand, and chill kind of situation again. That's what I'm going for. We got another irritated vote. Hell yeah. But half of the votes were for the leather set. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, what else? What other rewards do we have? We had specific rewards, and then was there any, like... No, there was no other things. Feral attack power adds 5 storm strike damage to your melee attacks, damaging the target and its nearest allies, affecting up to 3 targets, causing additional threat. Lasts 20 seconds on a 3-minute cooldown. Yo, why does Feral get a cool-ass fucking two-handed mace, but then they don't get the manual crowd pummeler? So do they MCP that expires, they swap to this, they get another 20-second, like, on use? Why does Feral seem like it's going to be so much more fun than Balance Druid? And do so much more cool stuff? Instantly heal the target ally for 300, but sacrifice 300 of your own health in return after 2 seconds on a 5-minute cooldown. Like, that doesn't seem worth. I'm in my doomer state. Druid items look complete shit. Chance on hit to increase strength by 50. So a melee hunter bow. Yo, the hunters get 4 pieces? Increases your pet's critical strike chance by... Yeah, because that's what we need. Pet crit chance to be higher. Your pet's critical hit cause you to become energized, granting you 5 mana. Big mana. 16 slot quiver. With some attack speed. Ammo pouch. Mage got some cool shit. Damage done by arcane spells and effects by 16. 5. So they got you choose which one you want. Arcane, fire, or frost. Paladin. One-handed sword with holy spell power. The damage done by holy spells and effects by 14. Now something's tickling my nostril. That's a lot of strength. Huh? Oh, that's one-handed versus two-handed. I was like, what the fuck? Bloodlight Crusaders Radiant Trinket with AoE damage? What? Why are they encouraging Paladin farms yet again? What the fuck? Feral looks so nice. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, dude. And I keep getting people to say, like, yo, Feral looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't argue against that. I'm not going Feral, by the way, but maybe I have a super secret ult that is Feral. Because I need to be able to let people know, is Balance better than Feral? Because if Feral's better, then Ferals aren't going to play Balanced. They're not going to do that. They're having a blast as Feral. But as a Boomy, I think a lot of Boomies might dabble in some Feral. Totally understandable. Priest. Are priests going to be even more OP? Healing. MP5. Ring. Trinket. Instantly shield the target for 300, but sacrifice 300 of your own health in return. Okay. Same thing as the Druid healer. Rogues. Agility one-handed dagger. Offhand with stamina. Yo, they get stamina on their weapons. What the fuck? Offhand fist weapon. I want some of that stamina. Rogues don't need stam. Shaman increases damage 14 for a shield. Engine hit knocks target silly for 2 seconds. Two-handed mace. Unleash a delayed explosion of blood and nature, causing 150 plague damage to all targets within 10 yards. AoE damage trinket, yeah. So will shamans be able to AoE farm like paladins? Instantly heal the target. Okay, so they got the same exact style of trinket. Warlock. Fire, they have the same thing as the mages. They get a fire or shadow. Your pet gains 20 stamina and 80 intellect. That's a lot of fucking int, dude. Unleash a delayed explosion, and they get the same sort of AoE tank effect. Warrior. I think this one was shown. One of them was. Improves your chance to get a crit by 1. 18 strength. 12 stamina. Yeah, give warriors some more stamina for PvP. They don't have enough. Main hand sword. Unleash a flourish of steel and blood, wounding all enemy targets within 8 yards, dealing 65 shadow strike damage and causing them to bleed for an additional 5 damage every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. Rogues are gonna hate fucking warriors, dude. Warrior just puts a 30-second bleed on the rogue. Like, rip rogues being able to reset against warriors. Yo, Julian, what's up, man? Previous videos right now? I'm trying to get the updates, man. My sleep schedule's been fucked, and every time they release stuff, it's like right after I've gone to sleep, and then I wake up. I had a busy day yesterday. It was just a bad time for all this stuff to come out. I sat there and recorded a bunch of footage. If you scroll back to the beginning of this VOD, you'll see how many videos I recorded. Like, there were little clips that I was going to stitch together to make a video on just the announcement from yesterday, the day before, whenever they announced like all the phase 2 stuff. I made an entire video, probably recorded at least like an hour of footage that I was gonna crop down to like 30 minutes or something, and then I wake up and there's all this data mine shit, and I was like, well, fuck me. So I'm gonna try to recap everything. I might be getting towards the end here. Try to recap everything that I've gone over tonight in this 2.5 hours. So it's been, what, 6.5 hours of looking at this shit the past couple of days. I don't know if I'll end up making a video or not. Life is busy. But yeah, I'll try to do like a little recap at the end of this stream, or maybe make a video. I don't know. There's so much, like, it's so much speculation, it's hard for me to want to make an actual video. Because everything I'm going to say is going to be like, oh, take it with a grain of salt. We don't really know. We're going to have to discover. This could change. Like, I don't want to have disclaimers throughout the entire video. That would be rough. Alright, so this was all of the stuff from there. Okay, check that. Yep, spoiler warning. PvP loot, I'm not impressed. Wildhead talent calculator. So, tomorrow at work, I might try to gather all of my thoughts after I do like a recap of this stream and a little bit mixed in with last stream. Crits coming up on bounds, making them potentially more than viable, and leadership DPS wise. Little meh about playing Eclipse. Yeah, the crit seems kind of cool, but I don't know. It might be cool at 60, but at 40, I don't know if it's going to be enough to get us close to the melee. Eclipse is not it's Eclipse. Updated with phase 2 runes. Cool. New world buff. Yeah. Is this the last thing? Critical strike. Oh, more crit. Spark of crazed inspiration. 42 spell power, 4 crit. Increases range and attack and movement speed by okay. I'm glad that we still got our movement speed, because that would have felt bad that level 39 and below would have the BFD buff with movement speed, but we wouldn't get this. Does it say on here? Alright. Much like No More Gun, consisting of 6. Ginger will also use a new buff. Okay. So will this Maybe we can look into it. Probably not, but I was gonna say, what do you guys think? I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, do they want to switch up the major cities that we're getting these buffs in? Or do they have the buff go from the same major city so you don't have to, like... I'm assuming you can get this at lower levels. But I was also thinking, would it make sense if the new world buff dropped in Ironforge for Alliance, and since it's the same continent as Nomer, we have the buff drop in Undercity? So Undercity, Ironforge, and you can get the Nomer buff. Ironforge become main, yeah, so close to Nomer, yeah. Or do they keep it Darnassus and Thunderbluff? Acquired in... Well, I mean, it's acquired in... That's how it was worded for the BFD thing, wasn't it? You get the item and then you turn it in somewhere. I think that just means that, like, that's Wowhead's writing. Acquired from. This was announced in the Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. I think it's still going to be a turn-in. I don't think it's... that'd be weird. It's probably whatever that last boss is, drops his helm. It looks very helm-like of that last boss. Undercity to Nomer, help stop this man. I mean, what? How? Oh, what if? Okay, could this drop in Booty Bay, like the head buff from Zul'Gurub? Would that be better? And then, hear me out. What if the Hordes can buff Alliance as well, and Alliance can buff Horde? Because the PvP event is free-for-all. What if the turn-in for this buff is also free-for-all if it's an STV? An epic trinket reward? That'd be nice for the turn-in. So 4% crit. Yeah, that's... There is going to be a lot of crit overall in Phase 2. Cross-faction buffs are cool. Yeah. What is this? World buff. World buff. Nomer. World buff. 4% crit. 42 willpower. And then, like, while the shit is going on, while the event is going on, you could constantly, like, if you die, you could res and then get this buff again. I kind of like that. Because it felt bad, like, especially in Warsong, it would feel bad if you got your buff, you went in there, and then you died, and then you didn't have the buff the entire rest of the game, and then your movement speed was just 20% slower than everybody else. We do have a portal to Nomer. It's in Booty Bay. Frenzied regen for the belt. No. The belt is Eclipse. Frenzied regen was somewhere. Bracers. I think Bracer might be the 50 runes. Because there's only 2 of them. There's no shot. It's only Efflorescence versus improved Frenzied regen. Warlock has 3 bracers, data mined, only 2 helms. Oh fuck. Yo, if we got 4 runes, that'd be disgusting. They've got 3 bracers, 2 helms. Is this mage? Mage gets a 50% crit damage modifier? What? They have to have that or the healing one or frost damage spells with chilling effects have a 50% chance to cause to be instant and cost no mana. So this is like PvP frost mage. So the fire mage probably gonna have 50% crit modifier rune for their boots. Fire mage gonna be fucking pumping, dude. Tired red. Yeah. I'm still trying to wake up too. Shamans have no headroom rune. Do they have bracers? They don't even have bracer runes. Shamans got fucked. Nah. No bracer rune for rogue. Yeah, bracers. Maybe we get helm though. There's a lot of helm data mine. No helm for hunter, but they do have bracers. Yeah, might still be only belt and boot, and then bracers and helms they were just testing for level 50. We'll have to wait and find out. All right, I gotta wake the old lady up. She gotta get to work. I'll be RB. Oh, it's doing it again. It's right there. You see the line? It's the green screen is waving. And now it's cloudy down. Oh my gosh. I hate this green screen. Alright. So, crit. Can we tally up all the crit? Notepad number 37. Alright, crit. Let's do 3% from Moonkin. Get that out of the way. This was pre-raid gear? Pre-raid set. Let's just say 7% pre-raid. And this is with greater intellect elixir, Mark of the Wild, Blessing of Kings, and Arcane Intellect. So 7% from gear / buffs, raid buffs. %4 from Gnomer buff. I love you like I love some baby. Uh, the 1% hit. So the only crit was from. Could do the plus damage as well. There's gonna be a lot of plus damage all over the place. I love you, love some baby. Cloth set versus this. So maybe we just do Wrath and Starfire crit. Wrath and Starfire crit. 2% from tier. So regardless of which set we choose, which I'm still leaning towards cloth, either one would have 2% crit. I'm still leaning towards irritated. Two 2% from tier. We're at 30% from the Eclipse. Did I miss any crit? Because that's 46 chance to crit. That's pretty high. I think that's it. Was that? I think that's all of the data mine shit. Should have done this one back. New world buff, yeah. Calculator, yeah. I thought they already had this updated. Oh, they put the bracers and the helm on the shit. Uh-oh. They might have to do some work and revert all of that shit if come to find out. Yeah, the helm and wrist aren't in at level 40. That'd be embarrassing. Highest trainable ranks. Yeah, okay. Alright. Did I miss any news? I think I've covered everything. I've gone through everything. Might be recap time. Nest! Nest! Stop! Stop! Nest! Stop! Any primers? Yo, is it gonna say that 5 times? Yo, Nest, thanks, bro. Oh, it is. It is. I'm so excited for the last 3. Yo, Stan. PWG. Yo, any primers in the chat? Oh, that shit. It doesn't get old for me. I hope it doesn't get old for you guys. Nest, dude. Fucking legend. But you need to stop. Any primers? I think that's the last one. Thank you. Thank you, bro. You can't hear it? Oh, shit. I was having so much fun. No primer. Oh, no. Why? I got you. I got you. I got you.
Any primers in the chat?
Yeah, you heard it that time. You heard it that time. Wait, can you guys not hear the ooh-woo either? Fuck. Where's that at? YouTube overlay. I need to figure that shit out, huh? It's a new car. Oh yeah, I need to make it that. Yeah. I might change it to it's a new car. Oh, that gets me so happy, dude. Alright, why can't I do the audio? I need to change the audio, but it won't let me go to filters. I didn't lock it. It is unlocked. Maybe it's stream audio. There it is. Stream audio. Executionable list. Fuck. I don't know how to add it, dude. If it's an overlay sound. I've got Firefox listed. Classic, WoW, video, photos and apps, Discord. Yeah, it should play. I'll figure it out. Figure it out later. I know. I'm a nub. I'm a scrub. Scrub a dub dub. All right, all that shit is over. I'm gonna do a terrible recap session. Okay. Terrible recap session. Looked at idols to see if there was any new idols that we could look at and figure out what level we could get the runes at. And there was only one idol, and it was for bears. I don't remember the name of the rune, but it was one of the runes for bears. And there was a new idol, and you put the idol on. I can look it back up really quick. This is already a terrible recap session. Idol, brother, just search. But there was none for balanced druids. Idol of the Heckler requires level 28. So this was all for engrave your belt with the Berserker rune and how to get it. So you taunt 2 or more abilities with challenging roar and kill at least one of them while they are taunted. And after 5 kills, use this idol to learn a new ability. And then the other thing with the idols was a level 40 idol, which instead of +5 spirit dropping from the raid, the mushroom, there's the Idol of Wrath. BOP, so it's not like a world drop. Requires level 40. Cool. But increases the damage of your Wrath spell by up to 2%. Yeah, that would be a new idol, and you can see added in patch 1.15.1. Brand new idol. But I was looking for idols to get runes, and then found that. So cool, cool little discovery. All right, what else? So got that belt rune, Eclipse. The Eclipse rune, I've said it multiple times, like that. The second part is great. The 40 or 70% spell pushback reduction, I love it. The first part, I still have loads of questions. I'll go over the questions I have for Star Surge yet again. Will the Star Surge benefit from both procs? Will Star Surge even benefit from the procs? I hope it does. Let me go ahead and get the rune up here. Is it feet or waist? Waist. Eclipse. Boom. Alright. Starfire increases the critical strike chance of your next 2 Wraths by 30%, and Wrath increases critical strike chance of your next Starfire by 30%. Both effects stacking up to 4 charges. So the way it sounds like it works, you cast a Starfire, you get 2 charges. You cast a second Starfire, now you're maxed out on your 4 charges to increase Wrath's crit chance by 30%. If you're casting Wraths, it takes 4 Wraths to build up the 4 charges for the 4 Starfire 30% crit chance. So will Star Surge be able to benefit from both procs? Which I think it should. I'll have to find out. If it does, I would love it. If it doesn't, it's... Is it going to be worth it to press Star Surge in our rotation? Or are we going to strictly just be like dots while you move, or Star Surge while moving? If you've Star Surges on cooldown, then you apply a dot. Sunfire, most likely, instead of Moonfire. Then Moonfire would be like the last resort. Lots to mess around with the rotation. Can we downrank to build stacks before pool? Can we build stacks before pool at all? So the proc duration. Is it going to be a 6-second proc duration, 15-second proc duration, which I'm leaning towards 15 seconds. A lot of Eclipse stuff has 15 seconds on it. But is it only going to be max rank? I assume they wouldn't limit it to the max rank of Wrath and Starfire to build the procs. But if we could downrank and build stacks before pool, you have a Dig Rat, you drop your Dig Rat, you Wrath it, you've got a proc. The mob that the warriors are building their rage on before pool, you downrank so you're not doing a lot of damage to it and killing it faster, so they're not being able to build their rage, but you're still able to get your procs. Can we have a stack of both at the same time? Can we Starfire? You get 2 Wrath procs, and then you Wrath, so now you've got 1 proc of each because you've consumed one of the Starfire procs. And then if you have both of those, what happens if Star Surge benefits from it? Will the Star Surge double dip and have 60% chance to crit and consume both procs? Will it only consume one or the other? Which one does it consume? Does it prioritize the arcane one first and then the nature, quote unquote, nature one second? So like the Starfire proc, it would consume first and then it would eat up the Wrath proc if you casted nothing and then Star Surge came off cooldown, used the second. I don't know. What level do we get access to the rune? Are we going to get it right away, potentially at 25, sometime during the level up process to 40? At 40, are we going to be able to get it earlier on at level 20? That's when we get rank 1 Starfires, level 20. We're going to be able to get it even earlier. Could we get it at level 1 and Wrath, cast, give us the procs, and then we Star Surge, and Star Surge has 30% extra chance to crit? That'd be fucking wild. I'm going through a lot here. I'll catch up with you in a second, Nest. And Zon. Do the procs add crit as well per proc? I don't think it does. Some people do. So if you have 1 proc of either one, you'll have a 30% chance to crit. If you have 2 procs, 60% all the way up to 120. This one, I don't think so. I think it's a static 30% regardless of how many procs you have, charges, whatever you want to call it. And then the last one... When does Wrath's Eclipse proc? On the spell cast or the spell damage? So, Nature's Grace procs immediately after the Wrath cast. But in Wrath of the Lich King, the way that the Eclipse works is you cast your Wrath. If it's gonna crit and have a chance to proc Eclipse, you'll immediately see your Nature's Grace proc, but you won't see the Lunar Eclipse proc until Wrath hits the target. So I hope it's on spell cast the way Nature's Grace works and not on the spell damage when it hits the mob. And that is all for Eclipse. Starfire scales better than Wrath? I don't know. It does. I don't know if it does. Starfire should only benefit from Starfire procs. Star Surge should only benefit from Starfire procs. That'd be interesting. Free 600 damage, come on, you will press it. But if it doesn't have the extra 30% chance to crit, probably still going to use it. I hope so. It's a fun ability. It'd feel bad to use Star Surge so much in phase 1 and then they make the rotation to where you don't want to press Star Surge in phase 2. Same with Sunfire. Like, I want to apply Sunfire. It'll proc at lower ranks? Yeah, probably. Most likely. Just a question, just in case. Like a testing thing, just to verify. A verification test. Star Surge profits from Eclipse proc from Wrath. I don't know if I even press Starfire. Yeah, I think with the other rune, it'll make us want to press Starfire. With the rune we'll get to next. Only Star Surge gets the 30% buff, but I don't have to stay for 3 seconds and cast a low damage ability, yeah. Starfire is going to feel bad. It's going to feel good when it actually finished the cast. Based on hitting the target, you are not critting 600 wraths ever? Not critting 600 wraths? I don't know. We might. 600 wraths? Alright, so the other rune. Let me go ahead and put that there so I'm not confused. Dream State. Increases nature damage dealt by 20%. So like that, I think that's gonna get Wrath pumping, dude. And then it's a 20% damage to nature. And then we had a 200% crit modifier. So we need a 300 Wrath? I think we'll get a 300 Wrath. But yeah, Dream State. The feet rune. So King of the Jungle was announced. It was data mined Survival Instincts and Dream State. Dream State, your damaging spell crits grants you 50% of your mana regen while casting for 8 seconds. Cool. And increase your nature damage dealt to the target by 20% for 12 seconds. So you cast your Starfire. Your Starfire crits. I guess it's any crit? Your Star Surge crits. Your Wrath crits? Oh shit. So yeah, maybe we don't even need the Starfire. Fuck. Nah, because we want Wrath to have the 30% chance to crit. So we're going to want a Starfire to get that. But Wrath can continuously proc this and extend it from the 12 second. Nice. Nice. We don't need Starfire. But we do need the Starfire, I think. So that Wrath has 30% chance to crit. Recast, yeah. I think in the rotation too. We're going to want Wrath to crit. We're really going to want Wrath to crit. I think it's going to end up being that we cast Starfire. So then there were some other runes, data mined, some other rune slots. The Helm. Ooh, yo. Jason, what's up, bro? You guys couldn't hear the ooh? Alright, Gale Winds. This one may or may not be in the game. Gain the Gale Winds ability. Increases... This is what was data mined. I made a video on this one. Increase the damage done by a hurricane by 100%. It no longer has a cooldown, and its mana cost is reduced by 20%. I hope this is in phase 2. If it's not, that feels kind of bad, because the mana cost is pretty hefty. 880 mana for rank 1 hurricane. With this rune, it would drop down to 704 mana. And the damage was 70 per mob per second. So 70 DPS for one mob. If you have 2 mobs with the hurricane, it would be 140 DPS. 3 mobs, so on and so forth. 210 DPS for 3. And then if you doubled that, then it would actually feel good to press hurricane. What's that? 140 for one mob, 280 for 2 mobs. I can't do math right now. Ooh woo. Yeah. How could you hear the ooh woo but not the any primers in the chat? It's the same program. Okay-ish rotation. Nah. Rotation is gonna be a after launch type of thing. See how it feels with the actual procs. Being able to see how the procs interact with each other. So I think that's gonna be like a week 1 testing thing, is after we get the runes, how the rotation's actually gonna play out. But we do have a week until launch, so maybe some spreadsheets will get put together and more theory crafting will happen on the rotation. I have a feeling we're still going to apply dots. Maybe not Moonfire, maybe Sunfire. And Moonfire only if you're moving. But I imagine we'll be Starfire weaving in there. And I still have to see how does Star Search interact with Eclipse. If it does, that changes things up a little bit. Alright, so that was the Helm. There was another slot, the wrists, but there was no Balanced Druid wrist data mined. So maybe the wrists and the Helm aren't out to level 50 or even level 60. But some other classes had some increased. Other classes had some additional, that's the word I was looking for. Sorry, I hit the mic. Bracers data mined. They had like 3, I think maybe some classes even had 4 bracers data mined. So maybe the Balanced Druid one just didn't get data mined in this wave. And we could see a Balanced Druid wrist rune. So if we got 4 new runes in phase 2, that'd be pretty crazy. Alright, enough of the runes. Improved bark skin was another one I guess we could touch on really quick. Your bark skin can now be cast on allies, no longer penalizes melee combat speed or spell casting time, and can be cast while shapeshifted. So the way bark skin worked in Classic Era, I'm going to try to get this correct, is it would add a second of spell casting time once you activated the bark skin. It lasts for 20 seconds. Let me just pull this up so I don't make a fool out of myself. Level 44. Oh shoot. All right. So the helm slot probably level 50. That went over my head earlier, I think. That we don't even train Barkskin until 44. Maybe other people have probably already figured stuff out that is hints that the helm slot's not at 40. But that's news to me right now, right here. Even though I looked at this earlier. Alright, so maybe at level 50 we'll have the helm slot and we'll have Gale Winds. Doesn't look like it at 40. Alright, improved Barkskin though. Once we can get this at level 50, your Barkskin cast on allies. Barkskin costs a global cooldown for 1. It lasts for 15 seconds. I thought it lasted longer. No. 15 seconds is right. So it's a 1 minute cooldown, lasts 15 seconds. So if you had 4 druids in your raid group, you'd be able to chain Barkskin on the main tank. You'd be like, yo, Balanced Druid 1, cast Barkskin. And then they Barkskin. 15 seconds later, you go, yo, Feral Druid, cast Barkskin on the tank. Feral Druid pops Barkskin. Yo, Resto Druid, pop your bark skin. And then you have whatever you have double of. You have another feral. And then you can just have a permanent 20% damage reduction up on your tank at all times with bark skin. But this is another instance where we've got another utility ability as Balance Druids, and we're going to be asked to have this rune instead of Gale Winds, which is, if it's on a single target fight, it is what it is. And you're going to have that 1.5 second GCD taken away from your damage uptime. So have that. People asking for Innervate, your battle res. Like, yikes. Too much utility at IMO. Physical damage? Oh, so if it's like a caster boss, you're saying no. Yeah. If it's a caster boss, no use for bark skin. Nice. Alright, that was the last thing for runes, I think. Nourish. I liked Nourish. But Eclipse. The feat. Survival instincts. Maximum health. So survival instincts, I guess, really quick, is you could maybe use this for PvP. Grants you 30% of your maximum health for 20 seconds. After the effect expires, the health is lost. Usable in any form, so they made sure that Moonkins could use that by putting that little text on there at the end. And in addition, you regenerate rage, energy, or 1% of your maximum mana while in any other form. So a possible PvP thing, unless you're wanting to have Dream State for PvP. That also grants mana regen, so if you're just trying to cast Wraths, and then you would have some mana regen. In nature damage. Wait, you only get bark skin at 44 though. Yeah, as I thought, you get 1 rune per slot for every spec. Yeah. Maybe get it early with the rune. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. No Gale Wind, still 50, feels bad. Yep. Ooh. I gotta make sure that the old lady's up. BRB. All right. Oh yeah, the res stuff. We're getting to the res. Gale Winds need to be buffed like 120, 150% if it doesn't benefit from Dream State. Oh yeah. The way Hurricane would interact with Dream State. You cast you get your Dream State proc, and then like you get your Dream State debuff, on the boss. It's going to take the 20% extra nature damage. And then say the boss summons adds, and then you Hurricane the adds, the boss would take an additional 20% damage from Hurricane during that duration. And that'd be pretty sweet. Alright. Next thing. Sunfire. This is just a personal thing, but maybe I could use this to figure out how Sunfire's damage and Star Surge's damage scales with our level. That's just something to be determined. New skill books, Deeper Wilds, Revive, and Enhanced Restoration. There was no good, real skill books. Let me just pull up those really fast. Super fast. So fast. It's insane how fast these are going up onto the screen here. Deeper Wilds decreases the mana cost of Mark of the Wild by 50% and increases its duration by 50%. So Mark of the Wild will have a 45-minute duration, cost less mana. It doesn't really cost that much mana, so I mean, cool. I would maybe have preferred like a Gift of the Wild at level 40. I think we get Gift of the Wild at 50. So hopefully this also applies to Gift of the Wild at level 50. That'd be sick. But maybe this was for their own internal testing. Maybe we don't even get that. Revive, bring a dead player back to life with 15% of their health and mana. Cannot be used while in combat. So I put on my notes there big fucking L because when you're in a raid and somebody dies, who gets asked to res? Is it going to be the Resto Druid? No. Is it going to be the Feral Druid? No. The Feral Druid's going to have to be up, pumping, doing deeps with the Wind Fury. Or Wild Strikes, whatever the fuck it's called. They're going to be like, yo, it's fine if we don't have our 3% spell crit. Get out of Moonkin form and revive the dead players. Because it's always DPS that gets asked to res so that the rest of the team can continue on having fun and go to the next pack. So we're going to have to shift out, use mana to shift back in, use mana to revive, which revives mana costs. I calculated how much mana that's going to be. Revive is going to take 614 mana to revive somebody. It's 0.72% base mana. So while I'm at it, Wild Growth is going to cost 478 mana, Life Bloom 239, Sunfire 179, and Star Surge 25 mana at level 40. So cool for dungeons, open world PvP or something, I guess you can revive, but I'm dreading having to revive people in raid. That's just me. I suck. I hate people dying and then expecting a res from the Balanced Druid. Go Craig, yeah. Alright. So that's the spell books. Not impressed. There were some new enchants. I am hesitant if these are actually going to be in the game. Where was this at? New profession items, I think. Alchemy, cool. You get the potion. These should be tradable. So alchemy, pretty sweet potion there. Increases spell power by 35 for 15 seconds on a 2-minute cooldown. Blacksmithing, nothing there. The enchant chest teaches you how to permanently enchant a piece of chest armor to reflect 9 damage back to the attacker, and the bearer is struck in melee. When the bearer is struck in melee. So this would be a sweet chest rune. I think the other option would be like 2 stats to chest. So I'd much rather have this chest if it's actually in the game, but it's titled Retrocutioner. I don't know if that's just a meme, if they threw this in there to throw people off, like, yo, yeah, you're getting a new enchant, look at this. But I think I would choose this chest if it's in the game, and this is the only extra new additional option. Enchant weapon dismantle. Permanently enchant a weapon to do 10 additional points of damage with physical attacks. So melee can... and up to 25 additional damage with spells to mechanical creatures only. So like that feels kind of bad. We're going to need a weapon with an enchant dismantle for Nomer, and then another weapon with a different weapon enchant. So now we've just doubled the amount of weapons that we need, which maybe we get into a little bit later. We're going to need a lot of fucking weapons. Alright, idle. So that's enchants, leatherworking, helm. It's shit. Tailoring's better. Rip. Oh, that was in here too. So the tailoring helm, 22 spell power. You get that sweet 10-minute on use. Reduces the mana cost of all spells by 50% for 12 seconds. I thought it gave something else too. Did it not give something else? Hold on. Well, the caster one. Oh, that's male. Fuck, this one. So the leather one has one less spell power. I think it had a slightly more 12 int, 11 spirit. Yeah, so we get 11 spirit and 1 int on top of that. 4 MP5 versus the spirit. And then the on use for this is pretty shit. 100% of your mana regen to continue while casting for 20 seconds on a 10-minute cooldown. So like a pointless on use, but I swear the on use of the cloth was different and added something. I need to go back to the original this. It was posted here. Mana cost and increasing damage and healing done by up to 50 for 12 seconds. That's what it is. That's not on the other one. So, yeah, the increased damage, like, the tailoring helm looks better. But hopefully there's a reason to have leatherworking in phase 2. And we don't have to switch to tailoring. A lot of balance rulers are already tailoring, so they can continue to stay tailors if they would prefer to. Alright, the raid loot. Went through all of the raid loot. Couple things to point out. Experience gains. Profession, combating. Where did I fucked it up? Show me raid loot. Item sets, raid loot. Here we go. Alright, look through all this. The staff, weird staff, defibrillating staff. Increases healing done by 35, but then it also increases arcane damage by 26. It's got some stam, int, spirit. Could be useful in PvP. But in a raid, I don't think the staff is going to be worth it. I think main hand offhand is going to be better. There's a staff of evil genius, 1% hit, 20 spell power. If we needed that 1% hit, maybe we use this as a placeholder until we get hit from other sources. But this staff also not the greatest. MCP possible use if we're meleeing. We could pop the on use for 30 seconds at the beginning of the fight. Its speed will be below the 1.5 second GCD, so we'll get some melee hits out of it. Probably won't get that until like Feral Druids, maybe some version of Paladin and Shaman want it as well. If we're able to use this and then swap it off and have the buff still, which I don't think they're going to have it in there that way. I think that's how it used to work. But yeah, if you could pop it and swap it, then that'd be kind of cool. So my plan, I think, is to use the Glimmering Gizmo Blade. 19 spell power mixed with the offhand, which is just down below. So I'm going to probably go for this. And then this already has a quicker than 1.5 second GCD to, again, melee Ken. Yikes. And then there's another cool fist weapon, which hopefully somebody in your raid group has. The chance on hit, discharge a blast of arcane energy, dealing 40 arcane damage, reducing all resistances by 45. That on its own would make this worth it. And then increasing all spell damage taken by 6% for 5 minutes. Like, that's a pretty fucking sick proc. Chance on hit. And I was memeing earlier in the stream and I was saying, yo, what if we could get the automatic crowd pummeler, pop it, swap it to the Arcano Shredder. It would make the Arcano Shredder 1.3 speed. It's got a higher melee damage per second. We could have the proc chance to hit. It'd be insane if the arcane energy scaled with our spell power. It's not, but then we could apply the damage reduction thing. Maybe Alliance Druids would have to. Alliance Boomkins would have to. And then we finally, after the automatic crowd pummeler expires, we swap from that to the Gizmo Blade. And then continue on the last part of the fight with the Gizmo Blade. Alright. One hands. Yep. So the offhand I plan on using is the Necronomicon. 14 spell power plus our 19 is what, 33? A little bit of little spirit, little shadow resist. There is also a PvP offhand, which I think we'll get to. It's got 16 arcane damage, 16 nature damage. But to me, the 14 spell power is better because this will give us healing as well, especially in PvP. How many times are you healing yourself with Wild Growth, Rejuve in PvP? A lot. So the PvP offhand has 0 healing attached to it. It has 0 stats attached to it. It's minimal stats on this, but still. So PvP and PvE, I plan on using the Necronomicon. Got that. Spell power offhand, got that. The neck, cloak, rings. Okay, his neck, piston pendant. 9 spell power, huge. Gonna go for this thing. A lot of int, a little bit of stam. Cloak, we finally get a cloak, so we're gonna have the option to have either plus 14 arcane damage or plus 14 nature damage for a cloak, or you can go for the 9 spell power, 4 stam, 9 intellect. So I think I'm gonna go for this over the plus arcane or plus nature. Those are gonna be BOEs. They're gonna be on the auction house. They're gonna cost like 75 gold. Probably, like, people are gonna, the price of those nature and arcane items in phase 2 I think are just gonna fucking skyrocket. So yeah, Ingenuity's cover. I think I'm gonna get this and chill. Yo, let me get through the gear, then I'll catch up with you guys. Almost done with the gear. Ring, there is a nice caster ring, 11 spell power. That's more than the PvP ring, so nice. Hypercharged gear of conflagration. There's also the Electrocutioner Hex Nut, 8 spell power, 6 stam, 9 spirit. Probably go for this ring as well. There's 2 rings. The Advisor ring, level 38, has 9 spell power, 5 stam, 3 MP5. Pretty equivalent to this one. But the other ring that I had was the 7 spell power, 6 spirit ring from BFD, and then there's also the level 28 version of the Advisor's ring that has 7 spell power, a little bit of MP5, I think, and 4 stamina. Yeah. So it would be 9. You could choose Electrocutioner's Hexnut ring if you don't have the rep for the Advisor's ring. I'll just probably roll with the Advisor's ring. And I guess pop this up and roll with those 2 until you get the hypercharged gear of conflagration. Alright, trinkets. There was a trinket that has spell power. A weird trinket. The miniaturized combustion chamber. 6 int, 5 fire resist. Cool, fire resist. Increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 12. So there's no other spell power trinkets other than the BFD trinket. So unless we figure out there's other trinkets to use, then I'd like to have this. With some spell power. Might be a thing where you're like trinket weaving and you're popping your domesticated attack chicken for one fight, and then you're swapping to your miniaturized combustion chamber after that. You pre-pop your chicken and then you pop on your miniature. I don't know. Trinkets are a nightmare for me. Alright. What else? What else? What else? That's not it. Idol of ring, trinket, leather bracers, leather belt. Okay, yep. So the chest pieces, the whole tier set thing. Let me knock that out of the way. There was 2 cloth sets and 1 leather set. So the cloth set is irradiated and I shortened it to hyperconductive or something. And then insulated is the leather set. I've got all the stats here if you want to like pause it and analyze for yourself the differences that each one gives. I'm leaning towards the irradiated set. 61 spell power, 1% hit, 2% overall crit. The leather set has less intellect, less spirit, less spell power. Same percent hit, has 2% crit as a 3-set bonus, but the 2% crit for the leather set is only for Wrath and Starfire. And then there's 19 arcane damage, 16 nature damage, so that kind of makes up for the lack of spell power, but I would just prefer to have spell power overall and 2% crit overall. So this cloth set reduces your stamina, I think, overall by 35. So kind of a weird thing to have for that, but yeah, as far as parsing goes, PvE wise goes, irradiated set I think is going to be the way to go. I'll probably get the irradiated set first, and then even the insulated versus hypercon is a tough decision too. The 10% proc chance for the hypercon 3 set has a chance on spellcast to increase spell power by 40 for 10 seconds. And then in that 10 seconds, you can continue to try to like re-proc it and have uptime on that. The downside to the hypercon is it doesn't have any crit attached to it, so that proc chance would have to proc enough to outweigh not having the 2% crit. A little bit more spell power, same hit. So yeah, those. If the phase 2 is long enough, I'm going to try to get all 3 sets. But maybe in the order of irradiated, insulated, hypercon. Alright. Armor's out of the way. There was some cloth wrists here. So the cloth wrist has 9 spell power. Just store that in your head. 4 int. Don't really need to worry about that. Cloth gloves. I don't know if I looked at leather. I don't think there were leather gloves. So there's cloth gloves. I'm sure there's going to be more loot than just what is here on the data mine. 9 spell power on gloves. Cloth belt. 1% hit. 8 damage. Okay. Now onto the leather. No, that's not leather yet. Legs, boots. Boots, there was the acidic waders, 11 spell power. But that means you're not having your tier set boots. Alright, leather. There was no leather spell power. Shoulders data mined. Cloth for the tier. Wrists. So the wrist, the cloth had 9 spell power as well, but the leather has 1% hit. So probably going to want to get the ornate dark iron bangles for bracers. Let the casters have their non-1% hit bracer. Gloves, there was a melee one, but no leather spell power gloves as of yet. The belt is 19 nature damage only, which I think it was 11 spell power on the cloth belt. So 8 int, 6 dam, cool. But 19 nature damage, I'm not vibing with the nature and arcane damage. Oh wait, the belt has 1% hit, 8 damage. If we need the hit, guess what we're gonna go for? But if it's plus one or the other, arcane or nature, in phase 1 it was like, 8 spell power would equal 16 nature or arcane. If we kept the same thing for this, then this would have more nature damage than... It would need to be like 10 spell power for it to outweigh the nature damage. But, yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of bad. That choice feels kind of bad. Alright, leather boots. Alright. Is that the gear? I think that's the gear. The PvP loot, I already covered that. The only PvP piece, really, I'll just get that out of the way, is a plus 16 arcane or nature offhand, which I'm going to just go for the raid offhand instead. Alright. My mouse is like screwed. There we go. Alright. Not being brought to dungeons because you didn't have a res in TBC. Yeah, like for dungeons, having the res will be nice. In raid, not so much. Life Bloom has a mana return though. Oh. Yeah, once Life Bloom expires, you get some mana back. Nice. I'm a leather worker too. Changing the profession specializations at 50 and 60, so I'll be sticking with leatherworking. Any amazing weapons for us? Yeah, like the main hand offhand is kind of meh. I wanna have epics, man. I wanna be full purple pixel, bro. Abandoned tailoring for leatherworking today, so it was done for phase 2, but it looks like I'm gonna stick with tailoring for a while. Yeah. Share your spreadsheet. I would like to look around a bit. Which spreadsheet? That bitch is actually annoying me. What? Did somebody spam shit? Did you? Nest, what did you do? Nest! What happened, bro? Song. Oh, okay. The song. I was like, oh no, you banned somebody. I didn't even see what they said. Alright, and then the last thing for the notes that I had was the Gnomer world buff. 4% crit, 42 spell power. Pretty sick. And it's got the 20% movement speed as well. But a lot of crit sources. I tallied up the crit. I didn't tally up the plus damage, because there's a couple of different places to get plus damage as well. So the crit for Wrath and Starfire, it looks like we'll have at a minimum 46% chance to crit. 30% from Lunar, 2% from our tier if we go for either cloth or leather tier that has crit on it. 4% from our Gnomer buff. About 7% is what I had in pre-raid gear. It was just under 7%. And then 3% from our Moonkin form. So 40% chance to crit while Eclipse is up for either Wrath or Starfire. Or Star Surge if Star Surge is included in the Eclipse procs. So a fair chunk of crit there. Pretty cool. Tease revamping the profession specializations. Yeah. Hopefully elemental leatherworking is actually elemental leatherworking and gives us some bonus boomkin spell power and stuff to craft. I would love it. Alright. I think that is all of the stuff. Any questions? I think I've recapped everything over the past 2 days. I could go through the original thing and see if I didn't cover anything from the first day of the announcement. Give my shit L take on all of the stuff. Look at Gnomer. 6 bosses, and they said that there's going to be over 100 pieces of loot or something like that. Like, loot bloat. We've already had an issue with that in phase 1. We're going to have loot bloat again in phase 2 where you just don't see some of the items. I've never seen the epic staff drop. I think I've seen the neck and ring drop like once. I've never seen the idol drop. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. I'm going to give you the doomer take on everything. Stretch myself enough. Wait, what? I wish they would give us an Earth and Moon type rune. Yeah, yeah. That'd be cool. Players. Yeah. And then they teased and joked that we're gonna get knocked off of the platform and die. I hated that in the first boss of BFD Quintus, where there was the knockback, like there was the knockoff effect, and then you could get knocked off the platform, and then you're in water of all places to land, where movement speed sucks, so then you could get a buff and swim faster to get back up there. I hated that in BFD. I feel like I'm gonna hate this boss in Nomer if I ever get knocked off of the ledge, or if it could be somebody else that fucks up and then I get knocked off of the ledge. I'm gonna be fucking pissed, bro. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. It's got the staff reset. Nice, bro. Grats. I still haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to buy one and a GDKP before phase 2. Already has most of the data mine gear, so you can play around. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Good shout. Yeah, you just die here, I guess. No water to swim back to. Somebody fucks up and you're just dead. I don't like that shit. I hate getting knocked off and stuff. They're not giving us knockbacks. I guess knockbacks are hard to code for player versus player, but for a boss versus a player, it's easy to code knockbacks. Weird. The new loot. Yep. Went over all the loot, new dungeon updates, new runes, went over all that stuff from the data mine. PvP event. I think it's cool that it's kind of like a winter grasp, 3 hours cooldown every 3 hours, 30-minute duration. I kind of like that. The thing with the raid group thing, like you'll get punished if you're in a raid group. I was kind of hoping that one of the punishments is they're not going to be able to loot quest items, and quest items would only be lootable during, like certain quest items, should I say, would only be lootable during the event. So then that in itself might discourage people from joining in raid groups, but I'm sure there's other things that they have in mind to punish people for being in a raid group. PvP rewards, the mount looks cool. The thing that I noticed that I'm sure a lot of other people noticed is it's not like one faction gets one mount, one faction gets the other. Unless they just used a gnome that had access to it, and it's going to be restricted to Alliance versus Horde. I'm sure Alliance will get the Saber, and Horde gets the Raptor. But I like the Raptor. I like the way the Raptor looks instead of the Saber. So, Raptor mount hype. So the PvP update thing. Faction agnostic. It did say that, but then it's a gnome on both of them. I think that's just like their GM power. They can ride whatever the fuck mount they want. Alright, the PvP update. Players in groups of 5 or fewer, you will have a higher chance to match against groups of 5 or fewer. So the way people are going to use this to work around not being able to have a full Arathi Basin or Warsong pre-made is you're going to have groups of 5 in a Discord call, and you're going to have somebody that is not the person queuing up for those groups count down on Discord. Queue in 3, 2, 1, queue, and then the party leaders will queue at the exact same time. Once the once the battle starts, like once the proc happens, like the queue pops, the party leaders will say queue pop, and if both or all 3 groups, or even if you have more than 3 groups, and then whoever's groups pop at the same time, just move down to a different channel in Discord. Like that, people are just gonna work around that by being on Discord and be like, "Yo, the 3 groups that had their queue pop, move down to channel number Arathi Basin 4." And then you're gonna have a full pre-made versus people that have groups of 5 or fewer. So it could be 15 pugs versus a full pre-made yet again. I guess they could have multiple battlegrounds pop at the same time. So even if your queue popped at the same time, it didn't necessarily mean that those groups would be in the same battleground. If you're in a group of 6 or more, you'll have a higher chance to max with groups of 6 or more. Cool. Cool. But yeah, I feel like people are just going to abuse the 5-player group cap. And still have full-ass pre-mades. Ashenville update. Yep, cool. 3-hour cooldown. Nice. World buff not apply after level 39. Aw. No more GDKP runs, so this, I don't mind GDKP runs. Call me crazy. A lot of people are excited about this and happy about this. Maybe for the entire SOD community, it's going to be a net positive, but for me personally, it's a negative because I've got the option to, if I'm not running a guild run, if the guild has hype for the first month of Phase 2 and then the guild slows down again, people take a break and come back for Phase 3, then what I've had to do in Phase 1 is pug. And a pug GDKP is always better than a pug main spec over off spec or soft reserve run. Because main spec over off spec, soft reserve runs, once you've gotten to the boss that you need loot from still, then if the boss doesn't drop the loot and you don't like the way the run is running, or you just don't give a fuck, you're just going to leave the party, and then the group is going to have to try to fill that slot, and it's really tough to find a pug that only needs the last boss or two. So, yeah, the GDKP run, unless there's something in Nomer where you would want to stay for the last boss, maybe if there's ways they could entice people to stay, I guess, for the full raid, even if you're not going to get loot. Give everybody can loot a crafted thing from the last boss or something. So you would want to. People still wouldn't want the crafted item, but I think you get where I'm going with that. So I don't like the GDKP run change, personally, because it affects me personally. It doesn't affect a lot of people, but it affects me. The GDKP runs are usually smoother runs. There's a little bit more organization to them than just a main spec off spec run or soft reserve run. I like the GDKP runs. I haven't run into any group of GDKP where somebody's just an absolute whale like we've seen in Wrath. The prices were pretty reasonable. It's like 5G min bid. Like, that's not hard to farm a little bit of gold and go in there and bid. All right, I think that covers absolutely everything. Agnostic equals a person who claims neither faith. Where did that come from? Alright, it is 7:10. I need to get ready for work. I've got work. I gotta leave in 50 minutes. I'm going to end it there, and I can find the timestamp and put it as the pinned comment. If you joined late here at the very end, then scroll back. Maybe it might have been like a 30-minute recap of the stream I did yesterday and the stream tonight. So it's overall a lot to still discover. Fuck me, I did it. I said it. But I'm going to be an absolute doomer and say Balanced Druid is not in a good place in Phase 2. And I hope I get proved wrong and we are blasting. But after looking at everything, I don't know how happy I am. I think a lot of other classes are going to have a lot more fun. Shit, I'm supposed to hype up the Balanced Druid squad. Alright. Adios. Good night. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the input over the last couple days. I hope the chat hasn't, like, frozen. Can somebody say something before I go? Can somebody just post like a dot? Because if it froze again and then like I end the stream and then all of a sudden like 15 things pop up, I'm gonna feel bad. I'll wait. Fine. I'll wait. Have a nice day. Yo, Julian. Thanks, bro. Shout out Julian. All right. See you all later. Bye.